before we begin, still no Thursday game yet. Still working on that in the background. It's gonna be weird, probably, or strange. Not weird, strange, but different. Codex Legendarium on Sunday, and no spoilers, and because spoilers are bad. But it's gonna be great. Crab Kaiju. Crab Kaiju.
It's not a spoiler, it's a teaser.
Crab Kaiju.
Crab Kaiju.
Crab Kaiju.
Walk like crabs, talk like kaiju.
Kate, you got anything you want to talk about? You're muted, unfortunately.
The holidays are already upon us. Halloween is happening in what, like 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
2 weeks from Monday.
Yeah. So you know, Christmas starts November 1st. So start ordering your gifts now.
No, it doesn't.
From,
yes, capitalism.
Hopefully my shop, but also all the other independent business owners over at Etsy.com or Redbubble or Shopify. Check out just all small businesses and support them this holiday season. But you can support my shop through the link in the chat. Thanks. Back to you.
Excellent. So, last we left off, Druck and Kenna's skin was falling off, but that got fixed. And you all continued your trek, eventually getting into the Reorime Tundra and started walking through the tundra. Had some fun encounters in the tundra, like a dig site, but nothing was in the dig site, unfortunately. And
not to gloss over it too much. Quoin, it was purely because of Quoin that we were able to recover from that flesh rot.
Yep.
Yeah.
The dig site was empty, or was it? Who knows? And eventually the party encountered a white dragon that was kind of just friendly. And that was a discussion. And he flew off. After that, the party decided to look for a way to make their trek through the Reorime Tundra easier. So Quoin flew up into the air, found a road, and that's what we're going to pick up. Before we get to that, I need everybody but Sam to take their headphones off. And I'll ping you in Discord when it's good to go.
Oh boy.
Hello, Sam.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta rearrange the windows now because someone turned the webcam off. Oh, no. Okay. Let me do this quick. Nope. Oh, man. No, that's Sam.
Hello.
There we go. So, Ven.
Oh. Let me just... Alright.
While doing your work in Mount Celestia with Bahamut, he goes absent for a bit. About a week into your time there. Silent. He explained to you that the god he used to be, in an age long gone, is returning now that the soul of his sister has been reunited with him on Mount Celestia. He told you the entity he used to become, again, is Aegis the Twin Dragon, and will be ushering in a newfound era of peace for dragonkind. The change will turn the dragons who worshipped his sister into animalistic beings, which Ricky and everybody saw last session, or a couple sessions ago, and unite the remainder of dragonkind, chromatic, metallic, gem, you name it. During this absence, he has given you free reign of his palace to explore, to do whatever you wish, to research. During this free reign, you noticed a strange shadow encompassing the sky to the east. One of Bahamut's servants, a silver dragon here, took you to investigate, as was your duties to help Bahamut with the strange events going on, and had detected a scent of souls lingering about it. Upon approaching, you notice the shadow is more like a tear in the sky, a dark rift. And beyond is an endless expanse of nothingness. And in the center of said nothingness is a colossal humanoid entity of wet, flayed flesh, the body covered in large, humanoid, blinking eyes of various colors. The figure has no hair, but two large eyes of pure crimson, where it should be, flayed lips, and a mouth in a perpetually wide grin. They're easily thousands upon thousands of feet tall, and bound by large spiked chains around the wrists and ankles, and these chains seem to stretch to infinite lakes in this vast nothingness. And as you approach this rift with the dragon, the entity turns its head to you and smiles. And as you blink, you feel your essence pulled into the rift by some powerful, otherworldly force. The dragon not with you, you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I mean, I just get yanked through, right?
Yep. You're just floating in nothingness. You look behind you, the rift is closed.
Well, that's concerning.
Narration, Kialis, welcome.
Thank you. Where am I being welcomed to?
The chorus.
I'm afraid that doesn't help terribly much.
Something unseen impales you through the chest. And strangely, it hurts. It shouldn't. You're not a physical entity. You're spiritual, but it hurts all the same. You're then pulled towards this colossal entity, and as you get within 100 feet of it, you can see numerous faces writhing beneath the flesh, screaming in a cacophony of agony and terror, and you recognize some of the faces. You see your father's face. You see people that died in the attack on Varanmoor. You see the warden of the prison you broke Dax's parents out of. This creature is seemingly filled with the souls of dead humanoids, writhing beneath its flesh like it's part of its form. And a part of you realizes this is where the dead have been going if their souls are not returned within a specific time.
That place where all the souls were going to, we
Yeah.
were just kind of like plucking them out of, but
Yeah.
we haven't been plucking them fast enough.
Yeah.
We didn't grab my dad first.
As you're pulled closer towards the entity, there's a sudden feeling of jumping in a pool or a body of cold water for the first time. Your entire body shivers, or your soul, and before you know it, you're pulled inside of this entity. And now, your soul, for the time being, depending on how things go with the people outside of this place, has joined the chorus of the dead. And everything seems to fade, and all you can do is scream.
Jesus. All right.
And then everyone can put their headphones back on. Let's see if they are paying attention. Let's see if they're paying attention.
Oh my God, Ricky's dead. No.
Yep. You guessed it.
But checking for the last couple of days, Quoin flies down to you all. I found a road to the east, which should make our travel better. And gestures to the east.
Oh, that's good.
All right, let's go.
Good find. Let's head off. Yeah.
Excellent. Quoin will just back on the ground and walk along. And eventually, after about 2 hours, you come to a road, a simple dirt road, wide enough for probably like a singular wagon to go down in one direction. And it stretches in the direction you're going, and the direction and to the south. So it's going kind of northwest and southeast.
Sweet. Let's head southeast, guys.
In the direction you came from?
No. Let's head north.
Not the exact direction we came from.
True.
Because if it was the direction we came from, we would have come from the road.
That's right. So yeah,
All right,
southeast
Gandalf.
or northwest. You're on a
I
dirt
think
road.
closer to the probably closer to the direction we were going is probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Northwest is where Rimehold looks like it is.
Yeah, at least on the map. Let's head that way.
If they have paths like this all the way through. It's like the last one before it gets It's like the last frontier city, you know.
I hope they got roads.
This road seems like it's heavily used,
That's good. That's a good sign, right?
mostly by wagon wheels.
Even better.
What if we put wheels on that boat we got?
How are you
I
gonna?
don't-
Do you have wheels that you can make?
However, you're 8 hours into your adventuring day already, because it was after 6 hours was the dragon, 2 hours to get to this road, and it's about
Can we-
early afternoon.
Can we see the town at all?
No.
That we're heading to?
Nope. Just a very long road that weaves through some grassy hills and tundra.
Fortress time, or do we want to walk a little bit more? What's the?
We could trade off walking on the carpet or resting
Walking on the carpet.
I
Like
don't know
a
if we all,
treadmill.
I don't know if we all
Get
fit on the
nowhere real quick.
carpet.
You all wouldn't fit on the carpet.
Well, we could trade off.
There's no need. It's fine.
Alright.
Okay.
While our contracts have some dire inclination to them, what can be done can't be done.
Fortress.
Are you putting in the middle of the road or off the road?
Off the side.
Okay. The fortress appears.
I'm just imagining like it's a ditch fortress.
Right here.
It's just like right in the ditch.
Essentially.
The fortress is just hanging over the edge of the cliff and it tilts over the edge. No!
That would be fun.
Luckily, it can't be tipped over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just imagine it comes with like
magic.
adamantine roots.
Yeah, it's just like, boop, boop, like
Yeah.
big
Oh,
pillars. That...
gross. Oh yeah. Okay.
No, like actual like tree roots that just like extend
Oh,
into
that's
the
even.
ground.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
But regardless, yeah, your fortress is up. It hasn't been vandalized, so you're good. Off to the side of the road,
Okay.
Druck, with your passive survival. It's about 2 p.m.
Oh god, that's right.
Yeah, 8 hours of travel. You can keep going, but it's, at risk of
Yeah, no.
exhaustion levels.
Just hang out.
We'll just hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have plenty of berries that I've found. Some pounds.
Well, we're in a new region. We could probably try to forage for some more veggies and fruits, possibly.
I'll keep an eye out. Well, you should relax. I'll be up on top. I suppose play some more shells if you'd like. But I'll be up top.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna work on filling out this map a little bit. It's gonna play the map out. He's gonna take his cartographer tools,
Okay.
rifling through, and he's gonna start like annotating more specifics, like so like Olmoor Fen,
Mm-hmm.
weird vine canopy, real bad, don't use tree magic. And then
Okay.
he's gonna like indicate kind of where they try to figure out where they are and start indicating a path. And he's going to essentially, for the next bit of travel, he's going to try to keep like he's going to try to focus on creating where the path would kind of lead through the map so that people can
Okay.
have I know it's going to be a partial, but at least there's some starting point.
Are you saying you're doing like a bit of cartography?
Yeah, he's proficient in cartography, so yeah. Yep. He's going to try to start indicating, and the map that they have, he's going to try to be a little bit more specific. So if anybody, because it is uncharted, so it's like could be vital information for
Okay.
other people.
I
time to do that.
added your road to the player map on Roll20. Little orange squiggle.
Oh, nice. Okay.
To signify this is the map you're all working on.
Woo!
But yeah, so you can set up the tower. Anybody doing anything before you? I assume you're gonna want to go to sleep when it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Should we keep watch? Druk, should we keep watch?
I mean, this tower is pretty safe. I was just keeping watch and being friendly. If anybody travels along these roads, they'd probably be a bit freaked out by our structure.
Oh.
So,
right.
Also forgot to mention in the recap, Kenna identified the little castle that Flitz has been holding on to, and it's called the Ember Keep, and it can do a bunch of weird stuff, especially teleport people somewhere into the keep.
Well,
It's got the same name as the campaign, which someone pointed out. So,
or wait, he's over there.
So we should be fine outside of, someone knocking on our door being like, what are you doing in my neighborhood? In case, locals.
Oh, y'all did spot apparently a caribou herder.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So maybe, okay. So no watches. We could just rest easy.
We should be able to. If something starts banging hard enough, it's not like we needed a watch anyway.
yeah, the fortress kind of helps you not having to need a watch, essentially.
Not go in my battle tonight.
Outside of that, Kenna,
Yeah? What's up?
we left off with the potion things at, like, you were mixing in some type of fingernail, or was it a gut? What was it?
I think it was some of the actual bile. But unfortunately, I forgot to pick up the mushrooms we need for the recipe while we were back on the main continent. So we can't actually brew the acid potions right
What
now.
does it look like? Maybe we'll see it while we're here. I mean, it could be in this
Would I be
continent.
able to like make a quick sketch of the mushroom that we need?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll draw a sketch for Druck. Like, it kind of looks like this. It's got like a flat top with like black ridges underneath.
All right, I'll keep an
Typically
eye
very
out.
poisonous, so I would be careful when handling them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really good, thank you. Holds up a hand for a high five. Just like
Yeah,
I
so
was just about noops.
yeah. So if you can find them out here, great, but it's highly unlikely. I think they probably grow more, and they're probably happier in the swamps of the Forlorn Forest, or
Can I keep this?
I mean, yeah, sure, if you want. I'll draw the elven name for it.
Sure.
underneath. Elven equating to Latin, and also the common name for it.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go.
Excellent. All right. Well, I guess that's that then.
Flitz, did you put the keep back in the bottle? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anybody doing anything then today?
We could probably still do just like flashcards of potion.
Actually,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying we could probably do potion flashcards.
ooh, okay.
Do a little Quizlet.
I don't know how that works, but go ahead.
You're at
Well, give me
currently
one.
you're at 16 hours, I believe, of teaching Druid how to make potions.
Okay. That doesn't sound right.
That's what it says in the quest journal that you're all sharing together, unless that hasn't been updated in a hot minute.
It probably has not.
Well, keep on it, because that's how I used to keep track of your guys' stuff.
I'll look back through my notes just to double check, because I have notes in multiple notebooks, which is dumb of me. But yeah, I'll take an hour and draw up some flashcards of like common ingredients, how you would prep them, different parts of an herbalism kit, how like pop quiz on recipes kind of thing, and give Druck like a Quizlet lesson.
Okay.
For like an hour or two.
Yeah, it takes 10 work weeks to train in a skill. Okay. So, alrighty. You can do that. Not too difficult. Anybody else doing anything?
How many total hours do we get? Just so.
Depends when you guys want to go to sleep. It's currently 2 p.m.
I mean, let's just say we want to wake up at dawn.
Okay, so dawn here is a little different. Dawn in the Tundra would be like 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
So go to bed at like 9.
Okay, so 7 hours of, you can do 7 hours of cue cards if you want.
There we go.
Alright. I'm just going to use the potion making notes that are on the quest journal stuff, because it's the only one I have.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to add 7 hours to that.
Cool.
So that's a total of 23 hours of Druck learning to make potions. Okay. Which is just shy of 1 workday, I think. Nah, fuck it. Workday's
What?
5 hours. Workday's 5 hours. Okay. You're looking at
We're almost 1 week.
almost at 1 week. You need 10 work weeks to train a new skill.
Okay.
So I'll just say you're at 1 week right now. We'll say.
Okay.
Okay. 1 week of 10. Okay. What's everybody else doing for the 7 hours? Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, Flitz is going to do the map as much as he can there, and then, I mean, I think he's going to ask Kenna for Ven's book, and he's going to be nosy and start reading through it.
Ooh.
And
Does Flitz find anything interesting in Ven's book?
In the spell book?
Yeah, like anything like written in there, like notes or anything?
No, he was because unless there was anything written in it before he got it, but Ben was just spending all of his time just copying over spells into it. Like he pretty much still used his regular spell book that got disintegrated as his main one.
Okay.
he'll start, if there were any kind of like spells that, I don't know if they have any spells that are similar, but he'll start looking
I
at
do know you
different-
copied a good number of spells into the new book, though.
Yeah.
He'll start, he'll make annotated notes.
Okay,
In
so
the
there is
margins.
a skill check required to try to decipher another wizard spell book.
Sure, he'll do it.
So, but you're not a wizard, but we'll have fun with it. If I try to remember what that rule is, just give me an Arcana or Intelligence check. It's just to see if you can decipher how how Ven.
Natural 20 for 28.
Yeah. You can easily figure out Ven's writing. Just
I think I would say this probably equates to, because he used Vin's book as like a reference to his own book of
okay, cool.
Book of Wind. I
Oh,
won't call
right,
it a
because
Book
you're
of Shadow.
changing
Yeah.
your. That's right.
Yeah. He'll call it like the Book of Wind or the Book of the North Wind or something like that. Or I think Quoin would appreciate that. But he would, as he's like reading through, he kind of like recognizes different incantations and potential like hand movements, and then he'll just make little notes on, maybe if you shift your finger a little more, it'll boomf, amp up the power of this. He'll just make little notes in Vin's. He's gonna do it in Gnomish though.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna be a little swirly, fun calligraphy that he'll be starting to write in. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you have-
outside of that, it's
You have no issues deciphering and figuring out Ven's spellbook.
now I know exactly how to counterspell him if he ever comes back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just like the I
Yeah,
like the
counterspell.
idea I like the idea of Ven like just writing out the somatic component or the verbal components phonetically to
would.
each of his
He
Oh
would
yeah,
have.
all the verbal components I believe are written in a different language, because I think Ven was saying them in a different language, was he not?
I think I was just using Draconic for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
but
perfect.
I
know what you're coming.
imagine since it's you have to be extremely like precise with certain things that even if you were saying it in a specific, even if you were doing your spells in a specific language, you would have to like phonetically alter like so that it's not spelled the accurate way.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's all
I'm
yeah, it's all
imagining a very phonetic
syllables.
like
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
It's
That is
Leviosa, not
self-taught.
Leviosa. That's what.
Ish.
Yeah.
That's essentially what,
Yes!
essentially what Flitz is doing.
That's
No,
exactly
you're-
what I was
This is
getting
wrong.
at.
He'll try to do like the accents and like phonetically he'll write
Yeah,
it.
and with the natural 20, what does that bring you to?
28.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no issue.
Ben should have written his spellbook in Quoth.
Should have, because then there'd be no
Something that-
deciphering that. And Flitz also because you know Draconic, it's very easy to decipher.
Yeah,
What's Ricky doing for the 7 hours?
Ricky just kind of like, I think it's like whenever we get downtime like this, where we're like, all right, we're gonna make camp and then just like hang out for 7 hours. Ricky's just kind of like, huh, okay, and just kind of like wanders around, kicks at the snow, like makes a little like snow castle, like just kind of just finds small ways to occupy himself because he doesn't know what to do, just like out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
He's this young kid that like doesn't get tired like us older people.
Yeah, it's just a 19-year-old full of energy, goes for a run, like within line of sight of the camp, just in a circle.
Nice.
Just
I
yeah,
look
just
up
like
and Ricky got a sub 5 minute mile? What the hell?
he would. He's at a 50-foot move speed.
During your walk outside, you see some little bunnies hopping around, like some snow hares.
Oh, I spend at least an hour just like watching them from a distance.
One of them pulls a gun. No.
Ah! Deflect missiles.
No, yeah, there's like, you realize the tower has been basically set exactly beside a rabbit den, like a hare den.
Huh.
And there's a bunch of like baby hares, because it's spring, just hopping around.
Adorable. Yeah, Ricky's gonna just like Ricky. If it's like right next to them, Ricky might go inside and just like peek through an arrow slit so he can watch them even
Okay.
closer up.
Cool. All right. Does everybody eventually go to sleep then?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You all
I never sleep.
You never sleep. You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
Except for Flitz, because that's funny.
We need. I feel like I need a party popper anytime that happens.
Yeah. Get them while you can.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, yeah, I'm controlling 2 characters this week. Okay. So, yeah. You wake up bright and early, 5 a.m., and because daybreak in the tundra is around 4-ish, sunlight's coming through the tower.
Ooh.
Bring us to a new day.
Oh, God.
It's nice
Are we already
to
done?
No.
it's nice to rise to the sun. You know, we should try to do that more often, I think.
Hey, I think we should try to make it to the settlement today.
Yeah.
That's always been the goal. Is to try to make it to the settlement as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, I was just saying, I
without
think-
you know,
It's about 30.
injuring ourselves.
It's about 30 miles away, so you will have to push through the 8-hour trek probably
Yeah.
a little bit. And the road does cut that time down a little, so you're looking at maybe 28 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's my point. I was just like, I'd rather not have to spend another night.
Should we increase our pace today in order to get there by the end of the day? Is that what you're saying? I'm fine with it.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, we can. We can do whatever we want.
That's a lot of moving very fast.
Yeah, we do it within 8 hours. We're good.
It's possible. My little legs can't keep up with your legs.
We can hop on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can be a horse for most of it if you need.
The carpet is.
Am I the
valid.
slowest one here?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Quoin has got a 35-foot move speed and a flying speed of 30. So yeah, you're technically the slowest.
He's gonna clamber up Druck's back.
Yeah, damn. Everyone has some sort of advanced movement type.
I do too, but I'm not that. My squat nimbleness only brings me up to 30. I would be at 25.
All right.
He'll wrap his
Here we go.
sash around Druck's, like he's essentially like one of those baby carriers where the moms have the big sash over their backs, and Flitz is just kind of like,
Burning it up.
Yeah.
yeah.
no. Druck spins it around so that you're facing forward.
All right. So
His hands at the ready. With
Just like the legs hanging out.
So since you're all going at a fast pace, you generally still have to go the speed of your slowest person.
Which would be
probably.
I think that would be me in human form.
Yeah, it would be your base. If you're going fast, it'd be 60 feet. So everybody would have to go 60 feet.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's like
fine.
barely faster than Ricky's normal speed.
Yeah, same with You're just like just a little bit quicker. Okay, cool.
That's fine.
All right.
It's still double. It's still double the speed. So half the time.
Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna cut down the time a bit. Alrighty. So for today's travel, D8.
Also, right, we're perception at disadvantage as well.
-5.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was. Oh, okay.
It's just a -5 to passive perception, and disadvantage. I'm gonna say disadvantage as well because that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, D8, and so it'll be hour 7, and then a D100, please.
I'll do the D100.
Just running down this road.
No, not today. Roll 20. Why are you fucking me?
No.
Roll 20.
Beyond.
That's
Roll 20 beyond.
68.
68, almost a good one.
Dang.
Almost.
Okay, so running down this dirt road for 7 hours. In the distance, you can hear laughter and then something loud being thrown. And in the distance, about 60 feet away, you can see 3 hill giants hurling rocks at like animals that are like running around. They're just squashing animals with rocks, running over, picking up the rocks, the boulders, running back to their hill, sitting down, and just going about 60 feet away. They haven't noticed any of you.
Druck will put up his arms.
I don't know if these are a nuisance to the people or anything, but we should probably.
A nuisance to the wildlife, that's for sure.
And then you see one of them hurls another boulder and totally annihilates a small rabbit. Just
Flitz, do you have strong feelings about this?
Well, yeah. You saw how I reacted to you and Quoin.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you want to do this, own it. We will follow your lead if you have strong convictions on this.
We'll wait and watch. How far away are they?
60 feet.
Okay.
They're not stopping. They throw,
Let's just go.
run back, pick up more, keep going.
Okay, the next time that one throws it, he's gonna ring of telekinesis the boulder, and he's gonna just cult it and drop it on top of the other head.
Okay. Cool. So you can see one of the ones is currently in the process of picking its butt crack, and then picks up the rock and gets ready to throw it.
Catch as he releases, and then just drop it back down.
Oh, on this hill giant's head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a sec.
Sorry, guys.
Because does not suspect that, so it's not.
Are you trying to make it look natural, or would it look
It's
or
kinda like
would it
what
look
Flitz
really
did
off
with-
to us? Like, what's going on?
Okay.
Since you're like,
What did he do
kinda
before?
under
He
the
did
radar.
something before. I forgot what it was, but he did something like this before, where he essentially caught whatever was being thrown and threw it back. So it was like a weird.
Okay.
But yeah, he's trying to do that. He's trying to just make it like where the. I mean, Druck could hear him as he.
Okay.
Right, because it's through the ring that still
Yeah,
requires the
it
vocal
still
and
requires
somatic.
the components, yeah.
But he'll like reach his little hand out that has the ring, and he'll speak the incantation as he grabs, make like a grabbing motion, like he's holding onto the boulder, and then he'll just drop it.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Druck hears him starting to do any type of incantation, he's getting his crossbow ready.
Okay. So it goes to throw the boulder. It needs to make a dex save, but it's doing it with disadvantage because it doesn't know what's happening. 7. All right, Flitz, roll 10d10 because that's how much a boulder does for damage. And this is the boulder, so as it hits it on top of the head. Yeah. And then everyone's gonna roll initiative. As soon as that happens, it's gonna be initiative. But you all get, the giants are surprised though. So
49.
okay. So we're gonna roll initiative. Okay. Okay. Cool. Dax got a 7. Quoin got a 21. Okay. Alrighty, so Quoin 21, Druck 29. Kenna, what'd you get?
I got an 11.
Okay, and Flitz.
Oh, sorry, initiative. I was rolling damage, wasn't paying attention. 9.
9. Excellent. And that boulder damage was what? Sorry?
49.
49. So the giant picks up the boulder, goes to throw it, and then it kind of gets lifted out of its hands a little bit, and then dropped on its head. And then it goes, and it looks like it fucked it up real bad. Druck, 60 feet away, the giants are like looking around, and they're in the process of turning in your direction.
Cool.
They're all surprised.
Do I have advantage?
Just
based on the scenario.
yeah, because they don't know where you are.
I don't mind.
They don't know where you
Okay.
are. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, that makes a big difference. What's my environment? Is it
Open
is
tundra.
there open tundra?
Open tundra.
No tall grass.
No tall
Nowhere
grass,
to hide.
Open tundra.
Cool. That's totally okay with me. Just wanted to make sure.
The one who got hit in the head with the boulder is currently like, you can see, like, you can't see it, but in its mind you can see like the canaries flying around its head. It's like, ooh. And the boulder on the impact split in two.
Cool. Yeah, Druck is going to I don't know if this counts as a surprise attack. Would it count as a surprise attack based on Druck's racial?
Yeah, they're
ability?
surprised. Yeah.
All right.
They did not expect to have a boulder telekinetically dropped on their head.
Okay. I'll be aiming for the one with the most health in that case.
Sounds good. There's 2 of them that've got the same amount.
Well, I mean, one of them just got a
Yeah, there's 3.
boulder
There's
dropped
3
on
of them.
There's 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
3 hill giants.
Oh no. All right, cool.
And beside them,
I'll-
you can see a stack of like 15 boulders that they're just throwing for fun.
Okay. So I guess the other question I have is how close are they to each other?
They're all like side by side.
And how close are the animals to them?
Oh, like 60 feet away in the field.
Okay. All right.
Meaning, you know, they
Right.
can throw these rocks up to 60 feet.
Yeah, which
And-
is in range.
And you're all 60 feet away.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Flitz is currently on your shoulders, riding you.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll have my speed. That's needed.
Nah.
Okay. All right. I will attack with advantage.
Okay.
My total weight is less than 75
Yeah,
pounds.
you're fine. You don't need to have your...
Oh, with items?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
if
30
you-
pounds plus
Yeah.
4. My items weigh more than me. I'm a bulky little fucking gnome carrying around fucking.
All right. Whew, good thing, because I rolled a nat 1 on one of those. So 25 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right, cool.
And it is
So-
surprise, so you get sneak attack, and you get
Right.
your
And this is
bugbear
all
surprise.
this is all electric or
Yep,
lightning.
all
damage.
lightning.
Okay. So I'll try and do this as, you know what? I'll just include. Oh fuck! Damn it. Okay. Wow. All right. And then I'll just do hit. And then I'll do 2 more. Yeah.
What's their, I wonder what their passive perception
So
is.
that's 10. That's 31 plus this. 9.
It's a 40.
So a total of 40 damage.
Nice. That one gets hit. And it's like.
Damn it! Every time I do it, I always forget. But yeah, it's too late to say I use a charge.
Yeah.
That was the goal anyway. That's why I asked how close they were, but I forgot to say it. All right. Shit. All right. That's it.
All right.
Sorry, I'm 62 pounds because I had leather armor for some reason,
you're all fine.
and I don't have that
Alright,
already. So.
Cool. If that's the case, then I'm going to back up 30 feet.
Okay. So you're 90 feet away.
Mostly 30 feet. Flitz is still on top of me. They can still use. Oh wait,
They're surprised.
their movement speed is 30 feet.
Flitz is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to take into account my knowledge of how much distance they need for their spells. So I
Yes.
didn't want to get any further away than what they could travel
Yep,
in their
30
own
feet.
speed.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Quoin doesn't want to get close. The Coin's going to chuck a boomerang, which has a range of 60 feet,
Nice.
at the one that's got the rock dropped on his head. No pack tactics on this. Huzzah! 28 to hit. So the boomerang hits and then stays there. And that's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage with the boomerang.
Does it have to be a melee weapon to smite? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Can't smite with the boomerang.
I was just like,
Um,
holy boomerang!
Nice.
And then we'll say Quoin, bonus action Quoin would have cast Hunter's Mark, because I forgot that's the thing Quoin can do. And I'm also bouncing like 9 people today,
Yeah.
so that's an additional 5 damage from Hunter's Mark. Alright. Surprise, surprised. Kenna. 60 feet away. 3 giants. Surprised.
Muted.
Cool. Sorry, my chroma is taking a shit. So I'm gonna cast. How large would you say the boulders are? Like, what size category would you give the boulders?
Large.
They're large. Okay.
Giants are huge.
Giants are huge. Okay. I'm gonna cast Animate Object on 2 of the boulders that have been thrown.
What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Okay. So you cast animate objects on 2 of the boulders.
Yeah, so they're gonna come to life.
Yep, they sprout arms and legs.
Yeah.
They're fucking Geodudes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
I made fucking Gravelers. Let's
Gravelers,
go.
yeah, Gravelers because they got
Made
legs.
fucking
No,
Gravelers.
they're gravelers.
Yeah.
Well, they only got one
Roll out.
arm and legs. They're Golems.
There we go.
Okay. And I'm going to. So that means they have 50 hit points, an AC of 10,
Yep.
strength of 14, and a dex of 10.
Yep.
And so I'm going to, as my bonus action,
Yep.
mentally command them to run up to the hill giant.
If the object lacks legs or other appendages, it instead has a flying speed, so it doesn't grow arms or legs. These are flying boulders.
Okay. So they.
That's even better. The boulders have revolted.
Do they just roll?
No,
They just roll.
it says they fly.
Okay.
If they don't
No,
have,
it's even funnier if
But
they
what's
fly
the
because
flavor?
no, but it's funnier if they fly because Flitz took one and made
Yeah.
it stop in
The
midair.
boulders
fly
are
back,
true.
and then
Yeah.
the ones on the
The
ground
world
just
is
lift up
bouncing
and start
back.
hovering towards them.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
okay.
And I'm going to mentally command them as my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to attack the 2 of the hill giants.
Which ones? There's 3.
The 2 closest to us.
They're all within the same range. There's
The-
two.
the
There's 2 that are
weakest
hurt,
ones?
and there's 1 that isn't hurt.
The 2 that are hurt, I'm gonna
Okay.
have them attack.
Go for it. The boulders start flying around and slam into.
Yeah.
So that's
So it's
gonna be a.
plus 6 to hit.
Yep, d20 plus 6, and they do 2d10
So
plus 2 damage.
The first one's a 21.
Oh, that hits.
The second one's a 22.
Oh yeah. So the one who got hit by the boulder is like, ooh, and he sees a boulder flying right for his side of his head. Just,
All right. So the first one is a 13 to hit, bludgeoning damage.
oh, 13 to hit. Okay,
Bludgeoning or force? I'm not sure.
it's bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeoning damage. And second one is 15 bludgeoning damage.
All right, so and the boulders just like they stay in the air.
Golo.
I like the idea of like those. If any of these giants survive, it's just like I remember the Boulder Rebellion.
All right,
Never do this shit
Bastard
again.
Wars.
So that's your action. That's your action. Bonus action. Anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna stay right where I am.
That was awesome. Unfortunately, they do know they got shot by something that wasn't a boulder. Flitz, you're
Electricity. Yeah.
Flitz, you're 90 feet away on Druck's shoulders.
Did I beat Ricky? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Oh wait. Yeah, Ricky got a.
Yeah, I did. I just realized that. Okay, he's going to just kind of like hop down off of Druck, like
Okay.
slide down Druck's back.
So unmounting a creature is half movement.
Shit. Okay. I'll run up 15 feet.
Okay.
So that puts me at 75.
You see these boulders just like floating.
Okay, how far do... One second.
Next time I'll try to only move like 15 feet from.
Okay,
from
perfect. He is going to... No big. Okay, so he is going to quicken spell a... he's going to look for a small rock
Oh yeah.
close to them.
I mean, there's one
And
the
he's-
boulder that broke apart, so there's like rocks all over there.
Yeah, but... Okay, good. It could weigh up to 20 pounds.
Oh yeah, it's maybe
So-
it's maybe like a 10-pound piece of rock.
Perfect. He's going to just point his finger to it, and he's going to cast... He's going to try to aim it to where if it misses one, it could potentially hit another one. Because his catapult is like just in a straight line, and if the first one
Yeah,
dodges, it's up. So he's going to try to aim it, if as long as it's potentially going to be able to hit two at least.
Okay. You could potentially hit all three because they're all set side by side.
Perfect. So he's going to try to line it up where if one dodges, the second one dodges, and the third one can be hit. So
Okay.
the first one needs to make a dex save, and if
Okay. Sounds good. Unfortunately, they don't get anything for being surprised for those, but they do look at dex.
DC 17.
So the first one in the row would be the one that hasn't been hit yet, or no, the one who hasn't been hit. We're gonna say has been at the very back. Does that make sense?
Right.
So the first one is the one that got the boulder dropped on its head, and it rolled an 8 for its dex save.
Okay, so it fails. So
the boulder
this is
dropped
going
on
to
its
shatter.
head, hit in the face by a boulder, and then a big hunk of rock gets thrown into its face.
So that's 68.
Yeah.
I didn't roll terrible. 32.
How do you want to do this to that one?
He's not going to go
Oh
for a
my
kill shot. He's going to
God.
break a kneecap.
Okay.
He's breaking kneecaps.
Okay. So you
Um,
break its kneecap, and it just like falls to the ground, flailing, not unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, his goal wouldn't have been to outright murder him. It would have been just teaching them a lesson.
Sure.
And this is you. I think Druck could have felt the anger from the day before, that retaliation that Flitz had toward
count as a
him
kill.
and Quoin about the
Okay.
little birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
No, Druck's taking note. Druck's taking note, like especially
just releasing that.
yeah, especially like knowing that this is not a murdering type situation. So
Yeah, you could see as he aimed it, he would have aimed it to where the boulder just
Okay.
took out his knee.
So that one's unconscious.
Another one got hit. He's going to release with because I did that as a bonus action because I quickened. He's going to release 3 Eldritch Blasts to the one that got hit. Because Kenna did 2
Yeah.
boulder attacks, right?
Yep.
So the one that didn't.
Go for it.
Yeah. So I'll just roll these all at the same time. Ooh, that's a natural wood.
Oh yeah, misses.
15
Hits.
and a 26.
Hits.
Okay, so 2d. Okay, not bad. That is 19.
Total.
Sorry, I'm
Total for both.
no. It would have been 19 total plus another 4 thunder damage.
Sounds good.
So 23 damage
All right.
total.
Anything else?
He's gonna just yell. He's angry. He's pissed.
Okay. Ricky, you're 60 feet away. One has just been knocked out by some rocks. One is not looking so great. The other one is totally fine, and just in the process of still like turning to see where all this shit's coming from.
Okay. Ricky is going to zoom over 50 feet. Stop 10 feet away from both of them. So
Yep.
just like aim for the space right between them.
Okay.
Or right, right between towards them.
When you get close enough, you do see they have great clubs by them, and then those things have a 10-foot reach.
Okay. So will Ricky. So
Nice.
Wait. When you say they have great clubs by them,
Yeah.
are they holding them? Or are they
No.
just sitting on the ground?
Sitting on the ground. You
Okay,
you
Ricky's
cannot
going-
wield the great clubs.
Can I take them and just huck them
No.
away from them?
No, they're too big.
Okay. I was like, yoink. Okay.
I do
in
not
that
use
case-
those optional rules because those optional rules are dumb to deal with. Bigger
What
weapon
optional rules?
bigger weapon stuff. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh yeah. I was just trying to steal them so that I
no,
couldn't use
they're
them.
way too big.
Okay. Then Ricky is going to manifest the full body and arms,
Okay.
which means I need a dexterity saving throw from both of them.
Okay. 3
That's a fail.
and a 14.
That is, I believe, also a fail. Yeah, it's DC 17.
Sweet.
So they both take too many things. Looking at the wrong one. 2d8 force damage.
Alrighty. You can also see Quoin's boomerang.
Nice. They both take 9 points of force damage,
Sounds good.
and
they're
then
both like.
and then Ricky's gonna with the big glowing direct arms, just following in Flitz's following Flitz's example, just place feedback with the knees on the one that's been hurt already.
Go for it.
The one's been hurt more.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's gonna be 21 to hit,
Oh, of course.
or 7 plus an extra d8 is 6. 13 points of force damage to that one, right in
Alright.
the knees.
You do hear its like legs snap with the force
Ooh.
of the impact. Just...
Is it still up, or is it just
Oh,
like
it's still up. It's barely up.
okay, other knee?
Okay, go for it. You just shatter the kneecap on the one.
Oh, 15.
Hits.
Oh boy. All right, and then that is max damage for 14 force
Alright, you
damage.
shatter the other kneecap, and that thing just falls back, passes out from the pain. Alright, anything else?
All right.
There's the one
nope,
left
that
who's
was-
still surprised.
Yep.
Alright, that's it?
Yep.
Alright, Dax is gonna... Man. Web. With the Cloak of Arachnida. Web.
Nice.
So Dex save 13 or be restrained.
I could be dead.
And it's sitting down, so it's technically prone. So, oh yeah, so all the range attacks would have been at disadvantage. Whatever. It got a 7, so it's also restrained by webs. Just that's Dax's turn. Restrained. Now it is no longer surprised, which means it has reactions back. Druk. Yeah, so yeah, they're sitting down, so they're prone. So it's just sitting down. It's like it's no longer surprised. It's like struggling to get out of these webs. It sees that its friends are covered in like massive goose eggs from the boulders. It's like.
What is it? Just the one left?
Yeah,
then?
the other two are knocked out.
Okay. Based on our knowledge of Druk's weapon,
Yeah.
is it possible to do non-lethal damage with electricity?
Probably not.
Okay. If that's the case,
Unless you just aim for the legs.
I mean, even then, like, yeah. Druk will see what's going on,
Okay.
and he's gonna be he's gonna move a little bit closer. He
Okay.
knows that they're all kind of ensnared
Okay. How much closer?
in webbing. He'll get within. Can they reach any of the boulders right now?
Oh, yeah.
From where they're.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's just one that's up.
Yeah, it's sitting down,
And he's
so it's
got
prone.
and he's
it's
got a reach to.
It's prone because it's sitting down, and it's restrained because of the web.
Okay.
So range attacks would just be straight rolls at this point because it's restrained.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, because it's prone. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, beans. Yeah. Druck is gonna take a pass on this one.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, he sees where this is going. He, you know, he doesn't have a murderous heart, especially regarding another person's cooling of the situation by being non-lethal. So he's going to kind of bring up his crossbow, put it on his shoulder, and start walking towards there. He's not using his full movement speed. He's just going to move like 20 feet forward, which would put him at like 70 feet from them in general.
Probably not going to do anything either then. Bringing us back to Kenna with your flying boulders.
I think just to scare him a little bit, I'm gonna bonus action have the boulders knock him in the knees.
Okay, like to deal damage.
Just to get him on the ground, like more like a shove than an attack.
They're all on the
Already
ground.
Yeah, he's already
Oh, they're
prone.
already prone.
Yeah, he's prone and restrained by webs.
And the other two are already down.
Right. Yeah,
Yep.
they're knocked out.
Then I'm gonna have the boulders just wander over and then just sit on his chest.
Well, he's sitting down, so you can have him like sit like on his like lap.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have him like fly over and like just sit in his lap.
Rush his dick.
Okay, anything else then?
I'm yeah, that's it. I'm gonna start walking over with Druck and Quoin.
All right, Flitz.
They're 75 feet from me.
And Ricky's on deck.
Yeah. Oh God, what is Flitz gonna do? He's going to use the ring of telekinesis to grab one of the boulders. He's gonna walk closer.
Okay.
To get 45 feet. And he'll ring of telekinesis one of the boulders and lift it up and hover it like 10 feet above the giant's head.
Okay. I will say... Oh, the rocks deal 3d10 plus 5, not 10d10. Okay. But it would be... it'd be...
Thematically.
It'd be 3d10 for you. Okay.
Okay.
So it's based on their strength modifier, but you're levitating it. So yeah. Anyways. Okay. So you're doing that to like levitate a boulder above its head?
Yeah, and he's just kind of... He's maintaining that as he's making his way forward toward this giant.
Ricky, you see this giant just getting like pestered with boulders.
Yeah, seeing that it look like we are rolling up on this giant and like looks like we're moving to threaten as opposed to just taking him out.
Yeah.
Ricky's just gonna kind of like do some of this with the astral hands.
Make an intimidation check.
All right. Yeah, just readying to.
And that'll be your action if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, basically. Well, yeah. Let's see if I do. I get advantage on intimidation checks while I have the visage of the astral self out.
Nice.
So, roll that twice.
That's actually really fun.
9 or 10. I get a 10.
It just looks at you and just tilts its head to the side.
If it doesn't even know what it's looking at.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's so dumb. It looks like it's confused. Anything, Ricky? Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Dax just also gonna get closer. He's just like, "Whoa, blah, blah, blah," yelling in giant.
Ricky
Dax would know what they said.
Says no.
Just Dax is just saying, "Oh, it says it's gonna kill us." So. and it's gonna. How far away is Ricky?
Like 10 feet right there.
Okay, it's gonna grab one of the rocks that hasn't been.
Isn't it restrained though?
Yeah, but it can still
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
It,
It can
just,
still
it just
move.
has a
Oh,
movement
okay.
speed of 0.
Oh, gotcha.
And other things. It's gonna grab one of the rocks and go chuck it at Ricky with disadvantage for a dirty 20 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh no.
So I rolled a 12 and an 18. So.
Wow.
So
I'm gonna
Ricky-
drop concentration. On
Okay, one
telekinesis.
second. Roll 3d10 and nothing else.
No, yeah, that's just because he reacted
Yeah,
violently.
yeah.
He's
Roll
gonna-
3d10. Ricky, you take.
Oh, me. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Ricky, this is considered a missile, but it's a
Yep,
it's
I
a,
know.
it's a rock. You take 23
Yep.
bludgeoning damage.
Roll it. 8 plus 6. I take no bludgeoning
Okay,
damage.
so you catch the rock.
like anime slides backwards while like holding the rock.
So Flitz, roll your 3d10.
14.
Okay, and then Ricky, you can do deflect missiles if you'd like with that.
I'm gonna
Just fuck it.
redirect. I'm gonna send it back.
Okay, go for it. So you catch it. And
You spend the key point. Yeah, just catch it. Big giant arms.
Because I know it specifies a size of what you can throw back, but fuck it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I thought
That,
it did.
that
Anyways,
deflect missiles.
anyways,
You can spend make a range attack as a monk weapon with range of 2060.
no.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I think there was a talk of a ballista in the last campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, it's attack roll, range attack roll. All
Yep.
right.
You grab the rock. It looks like you catch the rock and throw it back, and it looks like it poops its pants a little.
All right, that is a. That's only a 12 to hit.
12 misses, and it just goes sailing over its head. Okay, cool. That was its turn.
Nick, can that give me another intimidation check though?
Sure.
Okay, that one's a 19.
Oh, you catch the missile if it's small enough for you to hold in one hand.
Oh, is that what it says? Okay.
Yeah, but fuck it.
Yeah. I have big astral hands.
True. All of your astral hands can catch it with your normal
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, all
There
four
we go.
hands reach out and catch
Yeah.
it
We'll
together.
say, Ricky, you can do that, but no one else can do that. You have to be an astral self monk to do deflect
Yeah,
missiles
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Cool.
Mhm.
All right.
Or I would say Caleb's character next campaign if he uses a
we'll
racial
see.
ability.
I don't know anything
This is-
about what's going on with that next
Yeah.
campaign. So okay, yeah. So you throw the boulder back. That's its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Intimidation check if you want.
I got a 19.
Okay, cool. It seems scared of you, so it poops its pants.
Okay.
Druck. It decks it wants to kill us, and then it threw a boulder at Ricky. Ricky caught the boulder and threw it back.
Okay. If that's how it's gonna play, Druck's gonna run up on it, bonus action dash.
Okay.
And since he has advantage, it's going to be sneak attack as well.
What are you doing?
He's gonna take just his regular short sword.
Okay. Go for it. With advantage.
Yep. And kind of non-lethally. Might not even hit. 13.
13 just hits.
Oh, good. It's a good thing I didn't do. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is total of 34 damage.
Okay. As you stab into him, he leans backwards on the ground and closes his eyes. And make me an insight check.
Okay.
DC is 2.
Yeah. I rolled something, but because of reliable talent, I have a 26.
Okay. He's playing dead.
Yeah. I guess Druck will see that and be like,
Alright, if you know what's good for you, you'll stay that way.
Alright. And as the three of you deal with the giants, we're going to go to break. And then we'll be back in 10 minutes, too, because I have to
Already?
go. Well, I left a charger at somebody's house, and they're here to drop it off, so...
Oh, okay. All right. That'll do it.
We're going to go to break, so we'll be back in 10 minutes. See you all very soon! back. So, yeah, Giants have been knocked out, and the other one's playing dead, to Druck's knowledge. So, here we are.
Alright.
Is he dead?
What? No, they're all knocked out.
And when he says that, he'll like make sure to kick the one that he knows isn't dead's foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
To
you-
be more accurate, the one that he knows
Yeah.
is faking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dax, can you just tell him like that's what they get?
Okay, Dax will walk up and speak in Giant and say, hey, that's what you get. Stay that way. No more throwing rocks. Intimidation check. Ugh.
Would it be with advantage? Because technically, the
True.
whole fight technically helped.
23.
Alright, so maybe we should check out these things that they were throwing rocks at. I mean, they look like regular
Maybe we should.
Animals?
Maybe we shouldn't because Flitz doesn't want to see dead animals.
that's fine, but I mean,
They're like 60 feet away. You can see just ordinary animals that were in the field doing their thing.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I mean,
Ordinary animals.
stranger things have happened recently. So
Just ordinary animals.
just making sure that these giants weren't trying to protect themselves from...
Nope. Just throwing rocks at rabbits and mostly
Okay.
in deer. Yeah.
And as loud as he can be with some bunny talk, squirrel talk, whatever small creatures reside in this area, Flitz is going to say it loudly. Get as far away as you can from this area, relocate to a new home, follow us for now if you want, and I'll bring you somewhere else.
You see a rabbit like come up to your side of your feet,
He'll pick it up.
and it looks
He'll
up
go to
at-
pick it up.
you pick it up and it says no.
Oh, well,
We're
toss it back
gonna
on the ground.
no.
Oh,
We're gonna reclaim our home.
okay. Well,
And it lets out a chitter, and you can see more rabbits are poking their heads out of the ground.
Maybe we should go. All right, let's go.
Like hundreds,
okay, good
of,
job.
hundreds
Thank
of
you.
rabbits start popping up out of the ground, and then they're like, "We're going to eat."
fucking. I mean, it makes sense. We're in a tundra. This place can be fishes.
And okay, and also since you're going at a fast pace,
Karma.
yeah, the town you can see in the distance. What looks like a settlement, really far away, because you can run 30 miles, and the town is about 30
guys.
miles away. So
Guys, hopefully this isn't a giant settlement, and
So,
we just fucked up their name.
you got 2 hours left to go to get there, roughly. So another hour of travel, and then an hour of Constitution saving throws.
Oh, I
Look,
thought
I'm
we
just
were
gonna
moving
say-
at a
Yeah.
double speed.
You are. I'm just saying.
Oh,
You're going to be traveling 9 hours. You still have to make a con save because you'll be traveling 9 hours.
1 hour past.
Yeah, it's you're still at a forced march when you're running. You're still
Yeah.
traveling. It's still travel exhaustion you get. It's
Yeah.
not going to take as long to get there.
oh, I thought we were gonna get there
Oh.
in time because
No.
we were going double speed.
No, you're going to get there in like 9 hours instead
Okay,
of what it would
so
have
we
been.
wouldn't. Okay, so we wouldn't have even gotten close
No.
if we had gone our regular speed.
It would have been in like another day or more.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
My
so
impression was that we were just like an hour away
No.
or a couple hours away
No.
if we went our regular
you're like
speed.
another like,
Okay.
couple days.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Alrighty. So, first hour, nothing happens. And then for hour 9, which will get you to the town, I need everyone to make...
Do I need to since I'm
You don't need to.
carried?
Everybody else, I need Constitution saving throws, DC 11. +1 because Quoin's right here.
24.
Okay.
It's a big small.
Dax got a 17. Quoin got a 15. Ricky, what'd you get?
16.
Druck,
8.
with the +1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 level of exhaustion.
Makes sense. You've been carrying me.
And also running with a gnome on your back, yeah.
Yeah, like
Alright, so...
I'm probably been dead weight a little bit.
Alright, that'll bring us to 2 p.m. So 24 hours ago is when you camped out in the tower. Alrighty, so... Let's get to Rimehold. Didn't expect you guys to get to Rimehold this session, so this is cool as fuck. Alright. Far off in the distance, well, not far off in the distance, a few miles. It's gonna take half an hour to get there. So part of this hour you have, or after this, you can see a massive stone wall in the middle of the tundra. The wall appears to be about 150 feet high, and encircles a small town. Because you're kind of up on a hill, so you can see the elevation. And then the hour that precedes, which is when you made the exhaustion checks. The road you're on eventually comes to a massive stone wall, which is adorned in catapults and ballistas. You see small sections of the higher portions of wall have been hollowed out and turned into griffin nests, where various armored griffins are roosting and set with walkways, where you recognize armored dwarves, the high knights that you saw in Anvil Varric, that are the king's knights in this entire region, or this entire country, wielding their standard glaives with blades of crackling red energy, the same red energy that Druck's crossbow shoots. Because you got it from the king. A large set of wooden gates are set into the southernmost set of walls where you are approaching. And some dwarves are like, "Welcome to Rimehold, friends." And the gates open.
Oh, howdy there.
And yeah, inside the town are numerous single-story buildings scattered about without any real layout. Like people took whatever plot of land was empty and began building. The buildings appear to be made from large animal bones, wood and stone. The tundra grasses grow in abundance all over town, and the dirt roads that shoot all over the place are nearly grown over. Scattered around almost every building's entrance are small shrines made from stacked stones and moss that hold small stone carvings of a giant wolf with the head of a bearded human man. In the center of town is a large temple-like building dedicated to a god you've seen referenced a few times over here in Remnant, known as Joel the Miner King. And you are in Rimehold.
Alright, gang, bring it in. And
What's up?
They let us in very easily. We didn't even have to say anything.
We let everyone in. There's a guard, like,
They're
the
right
guards
there.
are, like, right there. And they're like,
I mean,
That's why I was like, bring it in, was because
I didn't miss that. I missed that
whatever.
part.
But
I mean, it's also like the middle of the day, so most of the towns we've come into, it's been like either late at night or early morning.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
this
I
is like
won't
the
think
perfect
you
time to come into a new town.
of course.
Everyone's awake and alert.
Yes. You cannot, as usual, you are extremely charitable, and I appreciate that about you the most.
I mean, I was kind of just stating a fact of our travels, but yeah, sure, I'll take the compliment.
And also judging on like how this is the only settlement you've seen in like 30 plus miles, they probably don't expect people to come raiding. They probably just let everybody in during the day.
It's also fairly difficult to get to unless you come by the road.
Yeah, I mean, just saying, it's strange to me. Anyway, take advantage. I mean, not too much advantage. We have been welcomed, so right, yes. New places. This is the first town we've been in here that
Yeah.
not the first town in Remnant, but the first one that has had walls and has also welcomed us in.
And also hasn't been, raided or destroyed by a dragon in a while.
You were welcomed into another town that wasn't raided or destroyed.
I meant by walls. Like none of the other
yeah.
places had walls, right? So like usually like a place with walls is like
Okay,
it's
cool.
fortified for some
Yep.
reason or another. That's all.
Anyway, this is all very interesting to me. I'm just as curious as everyone else, so let's figure out what this place is about and see if they have any good information on Vizendum and any dangers we might encounter along the way on our path.
We could certainly ask around if we wanted to.
There's a good amount of people walking around. It is the afternoon, so there's people just going about their business.
I think our first order of business map to be to find either a tavern or possibly an inn. I know we have the tower, but
No, yes, I love it.
We're not supposed to do the
We're not supposed
to do the tower in the cities, though.
yeah, I mean we could go outside the city to set up the tower if we needed to.
Towns and cities makes me anxious anyway. Good alcohol is settles.
Yeah, we need to get direct to a socializing level.
Yes.
So
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna start keeping an eye out for any taverns we might or start asking for the nearest one.
There's people walking around, like a bunch of people, mostly dwarves. You see the occasional gnome.
Hey, you, excuse me. We're new in town.
Okay.
And
A
we were
dwarf
wondering-
wanders over. He's currently like holding a bunch of like pebbles in his hand that are like he's. Oh, hello. Yes. Yes. You look new.
I start stroking my beard.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice beard.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. It's I made it myself.
So did I.
Oh.
We were wondering if you, kind fella, could direct us to the nearest tavern.
I can direct you to the best one.
That would be great.
Most of them are shit. The best one in town though is called the Pickled Plum.
The Pickled Plum.
Yes.
And where would that be?
It's right next door to Murtaugh's Sleighs and Sleds. Sleighs and Sleds. Just over there, and he points towards like the northern portion of town.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You take the road, or do you cross through the tundra?
A little bit of both.
All right. Well, wonderful. Have a good day. And he wanders off, clutching these armfuls of pebbles.
Their guard.
Oh yeah, all over the place, and some are in the sky too, just like doing patrols in the sky on Griffinback.
As the group begins making their way to the Pickle Plum, Flitz is gonna like wave at one of the guards. Hello.
Walks over with in their armor, so they got like this, like they got like bucket helms and like this, just covered in plate armor, and they're wielding glaives, and the blades are like crackling red lightning, the similar lightning to the that Druk shoots out of the crossbow. And one walks up. Hello.
You look mighty impressive. Quick question: your walls, why are they so high?
Vantage points.
Yeah. Okay.
Giants.
So
They're vantage points for giants.
just to let you know.
But the giants don't come here anymore. We have a peace treaty with them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I was just curious. That's good to know. Any particular type of giants that we should be cautious of? Or
we have treaties with hill and frost giants.
Hill and Frost.
Yep. There's this group of brothers. They have a habit of throwing rocks at animals. They're friendly unless they're sort of, if they're bullied. They were bullied as giant children, so they got kicked out of their tribe, and they're kind of very defensive if any of their siblings are attacked. So they tend to just stick to themselves out in the tundra.
Oh, that's lovely. All right. Just was curious. Is there a way to acknowledge that we come in peace to them? To the giants?
Yeah, just smile and wave.
It's just that
If
simple.
it's the three brothers you come across, they usually frequent the hills out that way. He gestures in the direction you just came from. Just smile and wave at them when you go past. Just be friendly. If you're not friendly, they may throw rocks at you. But other than that, they're not too troublesome.
Yeah, they must have been sleeping or something because we did come from that road.
Oh.
Didn't see them though.
Deception check.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of sleeping now.
16.
Yeah, but let's say you didn't see them.
Yeah.
16.
Well, if you do see them, just remember, smile and wave. They're generally pretty friendly.
Well, we're going north. We're going to Bizenfold.
Oh,
Byzantum.
Oh, Byzantum.
Oh, is it?
Do not know what Byzanfold is.
Oh, right.
Byzantum, yes, the forge city.
Lovely.
The city is basically one huge forge.
Wow.
That's all I know about it. I don't really go that way. I have no reason to.
Well, that's what we're heading.
It's called the
Okay, I was
Forge
just
City, Big
curious.
Forge. Protected by a white dragon.
A forge has a whole city.
Don't you have that where you're from? It looks like it doesn't phase him at all.
We give gifts.
All right.
Where I'm from.
Do you have any other questions? I'm on patrol.
No, yeah, sorry. I was just a quick little rundown of potential things.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you.
You look new here. Once you start going north past Rimehold here, the tundra does get a little more cold and windy. You'll start to see more snow. You don't see snow this far south. So the further north you get, it'll get colder and it'll get windier. So
We have a place where we can buy some thicker winter gear.
You guys have enough winter gear. You'll be fine. You guys have.
Oh,
you
okay.
guys
Yeah,
have-
but we have jingly winter gear.
People.
I'll take it. That's fun. That's fun.
People here tend to make their own, so they don't really sell it.
Okay.
We live off the land a lot around here. If you need the mode of transportation, you can check out Murtaugh's Sleighs and Sleds.
Oh, man.
Headed that way.
If we find any polar bears, they're gonna be perfect for like stealth and warmth.
But
we just gotta find them.
If you need transportation in the harsher sort of conditions up north, Murtaugh's Sleighs and Sleds would be the place you want to go. If you need drink and food, and if you're looking for fun rumors, Pickled Plum. Everywhere else here is kind of uneventful.
Hey, we need a little peace.
All right, and nods,
Have a good patrol. Thank you.
heads back out on his patrol, just walking around.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's see how they relax in this place.
was the Pickle Plum an inn or a tavern or both?
Oh, the guard. Oh, it's both.
Okay, thank you. Perfect.
There we have it.
Okay. Doesn't take long to get to the Pickled Plum. It's a small building of stacked stones, and which are like supported by bone lashed together. Sits in the center of a small garden of various mosses and vegetables that you'd grow in kind of like a cold environment, and a sign that reads "Garden of the Pickled Plum. No disturbing the produce."
So, I'm actually incredibly enthralled by all this. Do each of the properties have fences?
No.
Oh, okay. It just seemed like they've got these walls, and then like I thought like, yeah.
No.
It's just like
But,
a
like it was all like a
suburban
fence.
It looks like it was a commune. It looks familiar to Ricky. It looks like it was a commune at one point because there's no layout to the city. It's like they plopped buildings down wherever they decided to. No layout whatsoever. So it's very like that makes no sense. Why is that here? Why is that over there? But yeah, you can find the Pickled Plum.
Cool.
First
Everyone
round's on
is-
me.
Oh,
Oh.
really, Drek? All
I'll
right.
pay for the
course.
rooms. I got the rooms covered.
Thank you.
All right. You step inside.
Yeah.
Okay. The interior is dimly lit and very cramped and not spacious at all. It has enough seating for about 12 people at any given time, with the tables all very closely packed together. The tables are made from barrels, and surrounding the tables are stools made from hollowed out barrels. Unlike most taverns you've been to, the bar is in the center of the seating area with the counter laid out in a small circle. The floor is covered in tightly packed together planks of roughly harvested wood. Hanging on the wall above a lightly crackling fireplace is a wall-mounted trophy of a sockeye salmon with a small plaque that reads, "Please don't sing to the fish." Beside the fireplace is a wooden door. Working the bar, you see a dwarf woman with auburn hair styled into a pair of side buns with braids weaved around them, and is very muscular, wearing a simple brown wool shirt and simple brown cloth pants. And
This is like-
packed.
This is the worst and best bar I've ever been to.
And it's packed. There's like
Because
there's
it's
like
like,
there's like 7 open stools.
yeah, you know that everything on tap is a microbrew.
I like
Rude
microbrew.
in-house.
But yeah,
Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
oh, I know a lot of people who don't.
I don't know if I do or not.
So Flitz,
Okay.
you watch as Flitz gets an arrow between the eyes, and Flitz dies. But no, that's
Beer is gross.
that's I like it. But yeah, that's the tavern. Very packed together. There's a fireplace, a plaque with a trophy salmon saying "Please don't sing to this fish," and yeah, a bar with a dwarf woman who's currently in the process of like doing some white cleaning and serving people drinks because it's packed.
Barkeep, I would like a round for myself and my compatriots here.
And he'll gesture to each one with his hand.
She looks up. Do you have anything else to add to your sentence?
Yes. Do we want rooms for the night? Yes?
Hey, Druck.
Yeah, what?
I think she's asking you to say please.
Yes. Do we have anything else to add, though?
Yeah, we're gonna get some rooms too, please.
Excellent. Yes, please. Thank you. Please.
All right, rooms are 2 silver a night, and I have many things you can have. Food and drink. Depends what you're looking for. We have Arctic hare stew, toasted bread with blueberry and lingonberry jam, moose steak, and then oatmeal. The drinks, we have blueberry wine, lingonberry wine, and kvass.
I know you're busy. I'm
Very
not
busy.
good at- yes, I'm not good at this. Here's 50 gold for all of our needs. If that is enough.
Sure, she takes it.
Does that cover the rooms?
Yes.
Could we get a cask of each of the drinks, and then one of each meal?
Sure.
Just like a little 1-gallon cask.
Of course.
Right.
Just
We don't want to
start-
take up too much of your time. We're just here to relax.
There's an open table in the far corner, right by the fireplace. Please don't sing to the fish.
We
Alright.
wouldn't think of it.
I'm a terrible singer anyway.
It does not.
What's your name?
Becca.
Oh, Becca. Nice to meet you.
She goes back to work, just helping people out.
She was lovely.
Yeah, Druck will go to his seat and wait patiently.
Okay.
I should learn Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to try on this belt, you could learn. But I'm currently using it at the moment.
Oh,
You know, I
that's
can
right.
only really grow the little tuffet here, so it'd be nice to have
Yeah,
the full.
you can grow all this.
Can I?
Yeah, would that fall off of you?
Maybe? I don't. It didn't when I died, so I think it stays
Oh.
after I've grown it.
Right.
Well, it
Oh no, it did.
Like
Yeah,
your
it did.
hair and everything, and then it grew
Everything
back.
just went away.
It did
yeah.
grew back.
It
Yeah.
grew back. Yeah.
Does Kitten still have like a buzz that's like
yeah.
a short?
The hair
because
there
you.
hasn't been enough time.
I mean,
It's
it's
like
been a few
now.
days.
it's like peach fuzz.
Yeah. It's a little
The
longer.
eyebrows are also
Uh,
like peach fuzz too.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. You
I look
have
like Matt
this.
Smith eyebrows right now.
Yeah, they're very delicate.
I'm so sorry. You have this magnificent beard, and
Yeah, I
I
started.
should have
looking at
allowed you. Yes. It seems as though you're kind of popular. I'm seeing these like
And he kind of like nonchalantly kind of looks around and realizes that are admiring Kenna's beard.
It's like I should just let you speak more here. I apologize.
I mean, if you want to practice your social skills, it's totally fine.
Well,
It's good to keep those up.
An
There's
arm
no
an
need.
arm comes through onto the table, like interrupting you, and starts setting down the drinks and the food.
Lovely.
She's like, "Here you go.
Beautiful.
Please don't sing to the fish. I will reiterate it again." And she gives like you
You
all
keep
like
saying it.
quick
I
glances.
really- I keep forgetting that
You'd-
even it's
you
an
would-
option.
You would think that people wouldn't need to be reminded.
Who even thinks to? But like, if you don't even say anything, who thinks to do it?
You'd be surprised.
I would.
What happens one does sing to the fish?
You don't want to know. It screams non-stop for 8 hours.
Why do you keep it then?
It's cursed to be stuck to the wall.
Oh.
And we've had healers come in and people with magical capabilities to remove said curse, and it has never worked. So I put up the sign. Anyone who sings to the fish gets banned for life. Now,
Makes sense.
gestures to the big bowl of stew. It's all sharing portions. This is Arctic hare stew with edible mosses. The mosses are on the side.
Oh my god, I love this arrangement. You said all sharing portions. It's like going. Yes, it's like all of us have. There's like a bowl of this, and we're all getting like.
This
That's
is
awesome.
This is toasted rye bread with blueberry and lingonberry jams.
Ooh.
This is moose steak with roasted berry sauce. This is oatmeal with blueberries and ox butter. If you're vegetarian, gestures to the bread and the edible mosses and the oatmeal. This is all vegetarian. The butter is made from an ox, but if you're whatever.
That's all right.
This is blueberry wine, lingonberry wine, and this is kvass for the drinks.
Don't know what the last one is.
It's a drink. You basically make it by putting rye bread in a vessel and fermenting it, and it turns into like a dark alcohol.
I love it.
Oh,
All right, and she walks away.
tasty.
It's very low alcohol and it's very cloudy, light brown in color.
Should we invest in the sleighs and a sled?
Druck already has one of everything in his mouth.
Including a sleigh and a sled.
Yep.
Yeah. Should we invest in that? Is that something that we'd probably want to do?
I mean,
So the tables are all so tightly packed together you can't really have a private conversation.
Nah,
There's a
it's
guy
fine.
next to you who's like, you're basically, it's like a big communal place, and you're all like basically touching elbows with everybody. And the guy
Like I
beside,
said, the best and worst bar I've ever been
the guy
to.
beside you is a dwarf. There's a dwarf beside you who's on his. He's got like about 12 empty pints around him. He's on his 13th. He's like, oh yeah, they need travel. You got to go there. Murdoch sleds.
Oh, okay. Here you go. He's gonna pop it at the bottom base of his bottle and catch 2 gold and slap it in on the dude's table. Thank you.
Oh, do you want to wrestle?
No. Well,
I do.
You're too big for me.
All right.
no. I think I'll. Well,
Do you?
let me have a few drinks and we'll see.
Oh, drinks. Drink the kvass doesn't get you fucked up, and the wine doesn't get you fucked up. You have to drink a lot to get fucked up.
Oh, that's why you have 13
Yes, I usually drink 20 on a good day.
on a good day. Okay. Well, I'll have.
My liver's shot. So I figured I might as well go out happy.
It makes sense.
There's nothing to do for fun here, so it's generally just drink.
have you never tried to, I don't know, do like sled races?
Oyster Bowl.
Oyster Bowl's a terrible game. But
Anyway,
there are...
Have you ever thought about live outdoor theater?
Live outdoor theater.
Looks at Ricky. No.
Well, it can be a very fun way to pass the time.
gardening
Provides
is very
entertainment for other people.
nice.
Well, it's kind of a tundra. I don't know if you
I
can
like to
garden.
drink for fun.
Oh, okay.
And the
Hobby's a hobby.
sleigh racing wouldn't really work out too well here because the beasts of burden they use at Murtaugh sleighs and sleds don't like to run and race.
What are they?
How do you not know?
Because
You
we
just
just
got
arrived here.
Ha ha ha! Polar bears.
Oh,
Polar bears are
that
sacred.
was not fast.
Polar bears are sacred animals in this tundra. It's punishable by death if you kill one.
Oh,
Beans.
I needed them
Good to know.
Like punishable by death.
for stealth
You will die.
makes
and
sense.
warmth.
You will die.
Oh, have you ever thought about maybe like a team of dogs or wolf dogs or wolves?
No, because when you start to go north, those animals will get killed very violently. You want big, sturdy animals like polar bears.
All right. Fair enough.
So definitely invest in getting one of those.
It's up to you. They blend in, but you know,
Are they?
they'll kill and eat anything. So you have to be able. They're not tamed either. So they're tamed by Murtaugh. They're tamed by Murtaugh. They're tamed by Murtaugh, but if you want them, you have to get the animal to bond to you. So if you depending on the size of sleigh you buy, you'll need more than one to multiple bears. They get pretty expensive, but
It's incredibly situational. Whatever we would get here, you're not going to ride a polar bear on the equator.
also the polar bears do not like having people ride them. They're tied.
I meant pull sled. Apologies.
You all need to drink more. It gets cold.
You're absolutely right. And I start drinking some lingonberry.
By the way, I
Druck
like
will
your
hold out his
beard.
mug. Yeah. Oh.
What was that?
I like your beard.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I like yours too.
Thank you. I got it when I was 8 years old.
I got mine 6 weeks ago.
That's good growth for 6 weeks. How? Are you challenging me?
It's a family secret.
Interesting. You're all very armed.
We just been hacking on the tundra for a few days. Gotta protect ourselves.
Most people aren't disarmed.
We're part of the newly found guild in the area.
He looks like he has no idea what you mean.
Probably hasn't made its way out here yet.
Yes, you can. Yes, this is a good thing. Can I tell them about how, if they need something done, a guild can do it?
I can hear you.
Well, we're a part of this guild called the Wayfarers Guild, and basically, what the guild
he has no idea what that is.
It's basically, like an adventurers guild.
Oh,
So,
adventurers.
Yeah, you create. If you have a problem, you create a contract. You give it to the guild. The guild sends it out to members, and members of the guild will come help you with your job.
So I could put the contract in to buy me more alcohol and bring it to my house. Like a DoorDash.
Yeah, whatever you want to pay, it's all freelance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not interested in paying. The barkeep might have jobs for you. She's always looking for to have people help her out. If I recall, her latest shipment of alcohol hasn't arrived yet, and it only takes a few hours to get here, and it's been a week or so. So maybe you could talk to her.
Druck will look at everyone like.
I recommend being nice and friendly, and don't be rude when you speak to Becca. She does not like to deal with rude customers.
Yeah, Druck is just gonna like.
Druck, you did great.
She throws people out all the time.
Yeah.
It's great.
You did good.
That is good to know. Thank you very much, friend.
The name's Bob. B-O-U-B.
Bob.
Bob.
I wrote Bob.
Lovely to meet you, Bob.
It's Bob.
But sorry, I don't know Dwarvish, so it's a little difficult for me to. Bob.
Druck will strongly clasp his tankard and hold it out in front of Bob.
All right. What is that? What is this gesture?
I agree with the last thing that you said, and I wish to celebrate it.
By holding it.
Cheers.
By holding it. What's cheers?
You clink your mugs together.
I have never heard of such a thing
friendship.
before.
It's the best thing.
We'll show you. So basically, you hit your mugs together.
That seems like you could break them and spill your drink.
Well, you don't do it so hard.
Do you want to see how we do it here? We sort of have a similar sort of celebratory thing here.
All right, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here I'll show you. He downs his drink in one gulp and just sets it down with a thud.
Druck will just do that.
That's how we do it here. Big long drink in one, and we slam it down, like open side down. Poof.
All right, Druck's gonna do that.
All right, the rest of you do it.
All right,
You're
any
part of this
cons?
group. All right, Ricky, you need to make a con save.
I don't know if Ricky had. No, someone probably poured Ricky a drink. So, all right.
If Ricky's drinking, Ricky needs to make a con save.
We're within 10 feet of Quoin, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Okay, 13.
Okay.
would this be against poison?
No, this is just not throwing it up because it's
Oh, okay.
real potent.
And you're doing it real fast.
And you're doing it
'cause
real
that's what he
fast.
said.
So it's more of like trying not to like cough and sputter it up. It's not like getting drunk.
Yeah. 9.
You cough and sputter it up.
But it nestles in the beard, so you can go.
But it's very noticeable, and he's just like, haha, good.
I'm good.
And then he goes back to his group and talks to them again, and he switches to Dwarvish.
What's he saying?
The one with the beard is the only one I like.
Kenna, I really want you to teach me Dwarvish.
Yeah.
10 work weeks.
There's a couple languages I want to learn,
All right.
actually. But Dwarvish is nice.
I don't know if you could technically teach somebody Dwarvish because the belt just gives you the ability to speak it automatically and know what they're saying. You don't actually hear the Dwarvish words, so you actually could not teach anybody. You just understand. So you actually can't teach anybody Dwarvish because you technically don't know it.
So I start like going off and like.
Your belt is like, if anyone's watching Doctor Who, your belt's basically the TARDIS's translation matrix, and it's just translating Dwarvish to common for you.
So I'm saying like, okay, well, how you say hi is hi. All right. So repeat after me. Hi.
Hi.
No, that wasn't common. You should say hi.
The dwarf looks at you. Who are you saying hi to?
Oh, I'm trying to teach him. Just like general greetings.
I don't think he's picking up on it. He's saying the common version.
I know, it's weird, right?
You're saying hi.
He's speaking in Dwarvish. He's like, I think your friend might be a little stupid.
No, he's really
You're
smart.
saying
I think I might just be giving him the wrong inflection.
Nope, you're saying hi.
He's so stupid.
All right. Let me try something else. Okay. So, this is how you would say good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm telling you, your friend is very stupid.
Kenna, should I say it with your accent? Good morning.
This may be a bit meta, but when Kenna says good morning, it's just heard by every dwarf to be in Dwarvish,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
rolling.
heard by all of us to
Anybody
be
who
in...
understands Dwarvish hears it in Dwarvish. Anybody who doesn't hears it in common, and that's how I'm ruling it.
Awesome.
Ooh,
That's
interesting.
cool. I was just curious. That's awesome.
It technically just gives you the ability to speak and hear the language, not actually know it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it. I was just looking for a
The
ruling.
intention
all
of
the dwarves
Dwarvish,
that are
yeah.
packed together are like, oh yeah, she can speak. They can speak Dwarvish really well.
Anyway,
really dumb.
maybe I'm just this drink hit me a little bit harder than it should have.
Maybe. I'll
Maybe.
try writing down some note cards for you. That always helps with Druck's potion lessons.
Why don't you do that right now? He's gonna slide her some paper and a quill.
The front door gets opens up with a slam. And you can see like 8 more dwarves come in and see the place is packed, and they're like, "Fuck!" and they leave.
The best and worst bar I've ever been to.
I would have bought them drinks. Here,
They left.
write what you were saying.
All right. I'm gonna assume that I at least because I can.
So to
read
you,
Dwarvish
so here's the thing.
also.
To you write it in the Dwarvish script, and because the intention is to write it in Dwarvish, so it looks like Dwarvish to you, and anyone who knows Dwarvish should read it as Dwarvish, but to everybody else, it's common. Because you don't know the Dwarvish alphabet.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm just like, what if I like start writing it phonetically in Dwarvish, but it comes out like as gibberish in common?
It would come out what it would be in common.
Okay.
Phonetically in common.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm not
just
going to go
another day.
any further on this, otherwise I'm going to
Yeah,
continue.
maybe another day.
Yeah. We don't have to cheat this. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't struggling with this.
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers. Oh no, I don't want to do one of those again.
Oh, cheers!
Oh
Do
no!
it again. Do it again.
Drunk will take one of the pitchers, fill his.
Do it again, everybody, if you're drinking.
Yeah, Druck's doing it.
You don't have
So
to, obviously.
I
I
just
will roll
rolled
a con
a
here
move
just to
steak and
see.
have started
Oh,
eating.
okay,
It's
I rolled a
just-
16.
It's just con save not to throw up this like entire drink you try to drink down in one.
Or 17 with Quoin. Right.
11.
Red.
You're fine.
Some moss.
But you can spend a few hours drinking. Eventually, the dwarves do not leave. They stay.
Okay.
Hour 2 starts to roll up. You still hanging out here?
Druck's gonna go to the rooms, try to survey, check
Okay.
for like any like kind of weaknesses outside of
Sure.
the locks and the windows.
Each room has one bed, a wash basin, a single window covered in caribou hide, and a small wooden table set with a decanter of water.
Standard.
The doors
Okay.
Are they
have, like,
dwarf-sized beds or standard beds?
They're dwarf-sized beds.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Everything is built
So-
for a dwarf in here, so it's all
That makes
dwarf-sized beds.
sense,
Most of everything.
yeah.
The doors are dwarf-sized. The locks are just simple, like slide locks
Okay.
on the inside. One window, yeah, bed, wash basin. They're pretty simple. They are not defensible forts. They are just simple little rooms.
Oh, yeah. I was just like, yeah.
One room for each of you, and there's like maybe 6 rooms left. So
Oh, so we rented
The last- the last-
individual rooms.
yeah, there's no shared rooms. It's all individual.
Oh.
Yeah, what'd you pay? Like 50 gold?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm pretty sure we rolled up into this place and was just like basically like walking into a local motel, and we're just like, is $2,000 enough for?
Are we gonna be able to cover this? I don't
Is
think
that
we're good
enough?
for one night.
Is that
Are we
enough
gonna
for
be
dinner,
good?
too? Do we need more?
Yeah.
We're kind of iffy on it.
They did say one that this was the best place in
Yeah,
town.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
two, that once we walked in, we saw that it was extremely busy. And three, Druck has over 20,000 gold.
Yeah.
Regardless, yeah, that's
Oh, wait.
those are the rooms.
625.
Those are the rooms.
Yeah.
All right. Rooms are fine.
Okay. Good night.
Yes.
It's only like 4 in the afternoon.
I will be retiring. I am much too messed up. And I have way too much valuable stuff on my person to get more screwed up than this.
Oh, stealing here is against the law. You lose your arms if you steal.
Ah.
That's great. That usually doesn't prevent, people who are hungry from stealing. But,
Oh, people who are we generally feed our people well here, so they don't go starving. People don't buy food here. Food's given to them, but if they come to establishments like that, they have to pay for food. But generally, everyone's given free food for their homes and stuff.
we
It's
just
really nice.
Stay here and retire.
And also, most people use the tundra and go foraging and hunting themselves during the day. So
Okay.
So many questions, but perhaps later. Sounds very nice. Thank you.
okay, what's everybody else doing? It's 4 p.m.
We want to go get ourselves a sled or a sleigh next door.
We do need to do that, don't we?
It might be
Yeah.
helpful.
Well, we could do it tomorrow whenever we actually have to, leave.
We could.
Are we gonna? Dax is
I want to
gonna.
meet the polar bears.
Dax is gonna say, are we gonna talk to the owner about that rumor or job or whatever that the dwarf
yeah,
mentioned?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to talk to Becca.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, I can go up and talk to her.
The dwarves seem to
that's the face,
really.
after
The
all.
dwarves seem to be really drawn to you, so maybe you should do it.
Like, I'm imagining Kenna's beard is just magnificent at this point.
Yeah, it's basically just a dwarvish beard. So all the
Yeah.
dwarves are like, "That's a nice dwarvish beard."
Nice.
I stick 2 thumbs in my belt of dwarven kind, and I kind of waddle over to
Okay.
the.
She's still like super busy. Can I help you?
Yeah, we heard you might be missing some of your stock, and we were looking to lend a hand on that.
Oh, she looks up, like, kind of sizes you up and like looks over at your table and sizes everybody up there. Oh, perfect. Do you want to talk in private?
Yeah, sure, it works for me.
She like yells in the back, take over for a bit. And then she leads you.
Can I wave my friends over so we can all talk together?
Yeah, sure. So you wave everybody but Druck over.
Yeah.
Or if Kenna snaps, Druck will be like, "That was a Kenna snap," and join.
Does Kenna snap? Does Kenna call Druck over? You know, Druck did say they were going to go to bed.
So you know the Wilderness Explorer call from Up?
Yeah.
I do that to call Druck down.
Okay. Druck, make a perception check because this bar is really loud as fuck.
It's funny because Ricky is basically the kid from Up.
Yeah.
That would be a 29.
All right, you can just hear Kenna
Okay.
making cawing noises.
Druck's just like laying in bed. I'm needed.
Got a nice little cat nap.
Yeah.
You can see that Becca's just waiting, standing at the counter, just like tapping their foot and waiting.
Cool. Yeah.
He'll be here in 3, 2.
Right. Are you waving everybody else over?
Yeah. We're all here now.
Do you all?
Oh, Ricky.
Do you all go?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, come behind the counter, and she like leads you. She like gestures to like walk around and come to, like a little hatch on the side, and then she opens up a trap door, and walks down the steps.
Ooh. Perfect.
So yeah, you definitely seem like you can take care of things if you're curious.
Mm-hmm.
The pay isn't much, but if you help me, I'll owe you a favor. And then, watch your step. By the way, the whole place down here is falling apart. And she leads you down some rickety wooden steps, all dwarf sized, so they're pretty cramped. It's hard to maneuver. And as you get into the basement, she the wine cellar. She draws a pretty huge cigar-looking object from her trousers and lights it up, and it gives off like a faint purple smoke, and it smells heavily of cinnamon and like a sour spice.
Druck immediately starts holding his breath because he's hesitant because this is a bit weird.
That smells nice.
The steps seem to be rotting a little bit, and she leads you over to a large circular table flanked by numerous stools and a series of playing cards laid on the table, and it's 3 Dragon Ante. Ignore the mess. I have a group of folk who come here to play cards every week, and they like to leave a mess behind. And she kind of just rolls her eyes. She takes a seat, leans back, and still smoking the cigar, and says, "So, you're looking for work?"
Looking to help. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Why not?
So, I get a lot of my wine shipped from the Fallen Leaves winery to the east. It's about 13 miles away, so it's not a long trek with a wagon and horse. I place an order on a monthly basis, and my latest order is a few days late, and I'm running low here, and she gestures around. You can see they're basically out of alcohol. I've sent letters asking about the status of said delivery, but the winery mentioned the weather may have delayed the delivery. But we don't get bad weather this far south in the tundra, and we've had nothing but gorgeous weather this spring. The snow is more northern. So, yeah. Just go find out what happened to my wine.
What was the name of the winery?
Fallen Leaves Winery. Which is a weird name since we don't really have leaves around here, no trees to speak of. And the trees
They said fawn leaves.
and the trees that do grow around here don't have leaves, they have needles, but
It's unique.
Do you have any questions? Anything you need to know about said job?
Are the people nice?
Yes, the winery are very nice. I've been dealing with them for 75 years, so they've been very helpful. And
That's my only question.
Let out a breath from being held.
Dan, do you remember our first?
Realizes, a chunk of the gang is a bit absent, but
Our first job was for a meadery.
Yeah, it was. I read about that.
What happened?
Many things. Not
We'll tell you all.
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps not relevant right now, but just
Are there any other natural dangers besides weather? Perhaps a crevice or a beast.
No, it's on the roads. You're not going to come across any like natural hazards. You may have to worry about bears because polar bears tend to wander this region a little bit. Not as much this far south. They're more north where there's like bodies of water. Grizzly bears maybe. There's a trio of really lovely giants, so they shouldn't give you any trouble if you stumble across them. Then there's griffins. The untamed griffins are ones you might have to watch out for, but other than that, like again, it's not a long trek, so you might not have to worry about anything.
Before encountering the party, the group of people that we are now, Druck never had use of, like, for instance, the feeling of nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he's having that right now is like huge, because I don't know, nostalgia is something you get from like a good feelings from the past, and he's never really had good feelings from the past, and the fact that this reminds him of a feeling from the past that was like created the bonds that are now prevalent within the group. He's feeling a little odd and weird about this, but also very excited that, we'll be able to retread a memory, so to speak.
But so the missing wine is about 2 large barrels of lingonberry wine and 3 barrels of blueberry. It's about 600 gold total, and it's a lot of money for someone like me. So that's what's missing. Again, I can't pay much. The people who I've asked to help, I've offered free rooms, including the meals, but apparently you've all paid for that, so we can scratch that off. The only thing I can think of is this, and some weird wizard left this behind and just waves a scroll. Other than that, that's the pay. A weird scroll.
Can I see it?
Sure, and she hands it to you. It's an 8th level spell scroll.
Can't read any of that.
You can read it.
Oh.
It's for a spell called Iron Body. Usable by sorcerers and wizards, so you're the only one in the party that can use a spell scroll, because it's on your class spell list. It's a homebrew spell, by the way. From 3rd edition. You touch a willing creature, and upon doing so, its body is transformed into living iron, which grants the creature the following benefits. The creature gains immunity to all non-magical weapon damage and immunity to the blinded, deafened, poisoned, and stunned conditions. However, the creature becomes vulnerable to attacks made with adamantine weapons, but is immune to critical hits. The creature gains resistance to fire and acid damage and immunity to poison damage. The creature's form cannot be magically altered, and it no longer requires to breathe while in this state. They also cannot drink in this state because their body is entirely iron, meaning they cannot imbibe potions. The creature gains a d4 that they add to all melee damage rolls that they make. The creature's weight is multiplied by 10, causing the creature to sink if in water. However, the creature could survive the crushing pressure and lack of air at the bottom of the ocean. Due to the significant weight increase, the creature's speed is reduced by half.
That is nuts.
It's cast on 1 action, 1 hour, no concentration. The material components are an iron bar worth 250 gold pieces, but because this is a spell scroll, you do not need the material components.
I'll hand it back to her.
So that's a weird thing, but it's no use to me, so...
Yeah, we'll take it.
That's the payment.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Because you can only use spell scrolls that are on your class list.
Mm-hmm.
Should we... Do you need help with, repairing some of this stuff?
No.
Would you like help repairing some of this stuff?
No.
all right.
Okay.
So we relax for the rest of the day, head out tomorrow.
Right, that's everything unless you have any more questions.
Yeah, we can... Okay, thank you.
I suppose I should just ask, is there anything else we should know?
I've gave you all the information that I have, but if there's something that I didn't think of, feel free to ask.
Oh, right. Mostly what I was asking was in reference to if there might be any theories as to what might have happened.
No. Bandits,
Alright.
maybe. There were bandits here the other night, but they couldn't tell their asses from their elbows. I wouldn't
As
ru-
most bandits are, yes.
No, you'd be surprised. There are some pretty smart bandits out and about. But I wouldn't rule it out. They weren't the brightest, so... But they mentioned they were heading to Snervik, so the winery was definitely out of their way. Like, far out of their way.
Thank you.
Alright, you can go back upstairs now. And she leads you out of the cellar. Puts the cigar out, leads you upstairs.
I like the vibe though of like essentially a smoking room that they have. I'm just like there's like a layer, like a foot of smoke that's just perpetually at the ceiling.
Oh, if you are walking, it'll take you about 4 hours to get there.
All right. So, so it's a date.
It'll be more than that. It'll be about 4 hours to get there. Oh wait, no, sorry, 5 hours to get there.
A day trip.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get our sleigh and bear for a back trip, just to try them out.
The sleigh and sleds wouldn't be much use going in that direction because there isn't much snow. It's the people who buy the sleighs and sleds use them when they go north on the tundra because that's where they're most suited.
Okay.
You can't. The sleighs don't really travel well across grass. Kind of
Should have put wheels on the boat.
All right, out.
Thank you.
Gets you all, pushes you, basically pushing you all out of the
Yeah.
cellar.
Yeah.
They've got shit to do.
Yeah,
they got mugs to
incredibly
fill.
busy.
Yeah.
And you get up, and they're still super packed, and you can see the person who they left in charge is like panicking, and she's like, "Hey, get out of the fucking way, I'll take over."
The best and worst bar I've ever been to.
And you're all brought back up to the main bar, and you can see still packed. Your table has now been taken by the 8 that came in, and like, oh fuck, oh sick. Yeah, your table. There are no more tables.
Can I ask around to see if there's either an apothecary or someone who may sell things that they have gathered or hunted?
You ask around,
Here.
and you discern that the only other really shops here sell general supplies, so like meats and like basic equipment.
So not poisonous mushrooms.
No, not poisonous mushrooms.
Okay.
You ask around about You ask around about buying mushrooms. Yeah, you could learn that we don't really. We do grow fungi in the tundra, but nothing poisonous.
Nothing that looks like this.
They
hope
basically are like
that's
no idea what the fuck that is.
All right.
And you were correct in your assumption that they grow in swamps, not like swamps in the south, not this far north.
Yeah. As a lot of poisonous fungi do.
Or in like forests, like temperate forests, but yeah, not this far north.
All right.
Hey, Quoin, can you like get rid of this drinking fog I have?
Should I? You yelled at me the other day. But should.
Thank you. To do more mapping when I get to my room.
Gonna do 5 points of lay on hands to cure your poison condition from drinking.
Thank you. I'm gonna be in my room, and he's gonna walk up, and he's gonna, when he gets to his room, he'll lay out his cartographer tools and start mapping out. And essentially, you'll take smaller pieces of parchment and kind of write Rimehold and just give a general description of settlement.
So, you open the door to your room, and you swear there was somebody sitting on your bed, but you blink and they're gone. And for that brief glimpse, you can roll either an intelligence or a wisdom check.
Yeah, definitely intelligence. Just check.
Yep, just a straight check.
That's about right. A 5, a
5.
natural 1.
Okay, I'm gonna just send you what the briefest glimpse of what you got. Then I'm gonna send it to you privately.
Okay.
Hey, Druck, before you turn in, would you be down for another potion study session?
Oh yes, absolutely.
All right.
All right, send it to you.
Whatever, however many hours it is, it's probably should only count for half, considering
'cause
how
it's
much Druck is. Well, because of how much Druck is drinking.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
gonna you're gonna get like 2 hours worth out of this
Okay.
based on the level of drinking.
So we have 1 week and 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
1
Dr-
week. So you're at 25.
Drug-
You're at 25 hours.
Druck is all in on this. He's just he wasn't expecting it and has drank too much.
So I assume you're all gonna go to bed again when it's dark.
Yeah, in order to wake up at sunrise. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Flitz, you see what I messaged you, and then you blink and it's gone, and then you get to cartographing, I guess.
He's gonna check the windows.
Okay,
The window.
they're shut tight. You see a guy pissing outside in the alleyway, directly out your window. And this funny thing is, he wouldn't be facing the window because it's dumb. He's facing away from the window and peeing against the other building. But he's like a preschooler that's peeing in a urinal. Pants are all the way down.
Flitz is
All the way
gonna
down.
he's gonna open up the window just a little bit, and he's gonna cast mold earth, and he's gonna make essentially, because it's 30 feet, so
Yeah.
down right there, he's gonna essentially put on the earth beneath his feet. Ew.
Okay. that dude does not notice.
Damn it.
He's so drunk.
It'll last for an hour, so
Okay. Just
so
gonna
we'll
say
come up on
ew.
the word ew.
Okay.
He's gonna feel a little weird. He's been dealing with a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, you played with something weird.
Yeah. And if the player who played a certain character that he probably would confide into was here, he'd probably ask for that, but he's just gonna deal with it on his own right now.
Okay.
So he's gonna lightly hum to himself memories of home, but he's gonna start trying to focus on he wants to, part of what he feels like he needs to do for the group is create a map that is going to be useful elsewhere. So
Okay.
they didn't get a lot of information regarding this place, so he feels like he should because like what are they called again? Sorry, the guild is the
Wayfarer's
The
Guild.
Wayfarers.
Wayfarer. Yeah. Sorry, another name was popping up in my head. Wayfarer. He doesn't know how much they know, so this could be good information to provide to them. So
Alright.
yeah.
So yeah, Ken and Druck are doing flashcards again. Ricky, what are you doing before bedtime? In your own little room by yourself.
Just trying to get in Ricky's head, far away from home, staying. This is the first inn we've stayed in since Ricky has joined the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky's just kind of like
Because
looking around
it's
at
been
the room.
it's been the tower every night, and then Kenneth's house in Anundil City. So this is the first night Ricky's been in
And
it.
Flitz's parents' house. Yeah.
And Flitz's
Yeah.
parents. This is Ricky's first time ever being in an inn, probably away from home.
Yeah, Ricky's just kind of like.
Oh yeah,
looking
because
around
where you're
the
from
room.
doesn't have an inn. So yeah.
Yeah, Ricky's just like looking around the room, just
Is
like
this
touching the
Ricky's
bed.
first time having a private space?
He's got this key in his hand. He's just like, what's this for?
He eats it.
Ricky would know. Ricky would know what keys are for.
What is
No,
this?
I think he had his
Snack.
own room. Like he
Okay.
he has his own room at home, but like
Okay.
I think it would just be like it's like the first time staying in a hotel. Like he goes
Yeah.
inside and it's like everything is made up for him and everything. And he's like looking around. He's like just opening all the drawers, opening every cabinet, just like looking behind the curtains, opening the windows, spending some time just like looking outside and surveying what he can see in the dark.
You
I'd say turning on and off
see
the
an
light,
alleyway.
essentially, just sitting by the bed and like putting your candle out and relighting it, because that's what I do when I go to. I just sit there and I flip the lights, make sure they work.
Yeah, basically just kind of like exploring the room. He might like leave the room and just kind of like explore the whole inn
Okay.
eventually too.
It's
if, like,
packed.
there-
It's packed. Like if you're exploring, if you're exploring late at night, it's still packed. Like up until like super late.
Yeah, Ricky just kind of like awkwardly stands like in corners and like against walls, just like people watching and just like taking it all in.
Okay. Cool.
Until he gets tired and goes back to his room and goes to bed.
Right. Alright, and then yeah, Ken and Druck were doing their flashcard stuff, so everybody can eventually retire to their own rooms for the night. And you wake up the following day. Everyone gets a long rest. However, Flitz.
Yeah.
During the night, how does Flitz feel during the night after seeing what they saw when they walked into the room?
I feel like he's distracted. It's like that thing where if you're afraid of the dark, you just distract yourself enough
Yeah.
to where eventually you just pass
out.
out.
Okay, cool.
I think he's distracted himself enough with the mat baking. He like, and he immediately just goes into bed. It's not even giving himself another chance to sit and think.
All right, cool. So, you're all woken up bright and early the next day with sunlight peeking through the windows of your rooms. Long rest, everybody.
Nice.
Oh, thank goodness. Get rid of that level of exhaustion. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you had that.
Yup. Alrighty. Yeah, so you wake up bright and early. Bar is still packed from the night before. People are still drinking through the night. Because technically, it's only like 5 a.m. So and people are still pounding them back.
Is Bob still there?
Oh yeah, Bob's still there. He's totally sober.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll wake up bright and early.
All right, we got places to go.
I guess Druck says to himself as he gets out of bed because we all have separate rooms.
Kenna, since true. They have no one to what is it?
Pester?
Oh, no, since they have no one to keep them honest, does not do morning calisthenics.
That's fair. Guess what? Probably nobody does. Quoin does.
Valid. Oh, Ricky does.
Okay. And then when you all like regroup, Quoin's gonna be like, "So, did you all do your morning calisthenics?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Anyone who didn't, anyone who didn't, deception check against Quoin's passive insight. You gotta roll a 10 or higher. Or you gotta roll an 11 or higher. 11 or higher because Quoin's passive insight
13.
is 10. Okay.
There's a question.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, because, like, in canon, bugbears are kind of lazy.
Yeah, but I don't go. That's Forgotten Realms bugbears. We don't.
Yeah.
Go by, I don't really go by any of that. So do what you want. And also signifying an entire lineage is lazy is kind of weird. So we're not. I just ignore that. So we're not doing that.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a natural 1 deception.
Okay. Quoin knows you didn't do your calisthenics.
Oh, yeah, I did them.
Quoin's eyes just narrow in your direction. Oh, you did your morning calisthenics?
Yeah.
Jog
all
on the
20 reps.
Let's jog on the spot. He starts like jogging on the spot. Come on. You pull.
No, I'm good.
You pull.
I start jogging and I immediately get a side stitch.
Like a pulled muscle, yeah.
Right. Did anyone else not do their morning calisthenics?
I mean, Druck did. Like,
okay.
He did.
Ricky did. Flitz, did you?
Yep.
Did you actually?
Nope. I rolled a 13.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Quoin
You know what?
you.
Yeah. You know what? Druck did stretching. He did not do the full calisthenics.
Okay, so not a lie. Okay, cool. Dax,
Ricky was like doing pull-ups from the rafters.
Yeah.
Okay, the rafters are all like bone.
Amazing.
Oh
yeah,
because the building is like made of bone and wood. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Oh man! Oh wait!
Oh wait, no,
okay.
it's stacked stones and bone, so the support beams aren't that solid. So you would have like went to go do your pull up and you would have felt something like shift, like oh no.
Also, well, I think it would have also been like you'd be like, oh, that's weird. And then in the morning, you would have looked up like when it was light out and seen just how many animal bones are, and there's because where Ricky's from, it's just like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
But yeah, you can all regroup in the common area again. Yeah, it's packed as fuck still.
Can we go outside?
Bob's there. He's like, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yes.
And then he leaves because he's done for the night.
All right.
On his
We're getting
table,
out of town.
you see 35 drinks.
We're getting out of town right now. Yes.
Yeah. Heading to the Fallen Leaves Winery.
All right, let's get a hot foot on this. As much as I enjoyed this respite, I want to get out of town.
Are we going to stop by the Sleighs and Sleds on the way back to get transport for the the colder tundra?
That
Yeah.
I'll
sounds
cover
about
those
right,
costs
but
if we need to.
They did say
Just
it was
kidding,
very
we could share.
expensive. We should probably
Yeah,
split.
we can share. Yeah.
Since this isn't like a guild contract, I imagine we need to return to the to the
Oh,
giver
yeah.
of this contract to, finalize it. So we should plan on returning after we.
I mean, it's also
investigate
like
this.
in the opposite direction of Doom, so we gotta go back through here anyway.
Exactly.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. So you head out of town, and the guards that they, as you're like walking, because there's only the southern gates, because the road hugs the walls and goes to the north.
Oh, nice.
Because they only have one entrance, and then as you're leaving, the guards are like, "I hope you enjoyed your stay," and they open the gates for you.
We'll be back later tonight, probably.
Oh, good to know. Okay, well, we will open them for you when you return.
Thank you.
All right, and you head out the gates. You start walking on the road. In the distance, you can see 3 hill giants. Not far away this time, sitting on another hill, covered in like makeshift bandages,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like tending to each other.
Ruckle wave.
They look at you and they go. They do not wave back.
Okay.
You have
You
made-
know,
they're not
that's
allies.
fair.
They are not allies.
Nope.
now. But they're throwing rocks still.
I mean, Druck.
Come on,
Hitler,
Flitz.
they're
Druck,
fucking us.
Forget it.
Druck very personally let one live.
But you see that they're throwing
But,
rocks
yeah.
at something else. But they're so far away you can't tell what they're throwing rocks at. But yeah, you start walking down this road. For this, I need D100, D8, because there could be something on the way.
I'll do it the D100 this time. Unless Kate, you're doing
and if
that.
anyone, we'll see what happens. There might not even be an encounter. So
I saw you shaking a dice already, so I wasn't sure which one
I
it
can
was.
do the D8.
Ricky,
Whichever one you want.
Ricky, a butterfly
on the
lands on
D8.
Ricky's shoulder.
5 on the D8.
Oh, hi there.
I sacred flame it.
Do you actually? Do you actually? Okay, hold on. 16.
Nope.
So Ricky, the butterfly lands on your shoulder and go hi, and as you say hi, it just engulfs in radiant fire and dies.
Why?
Ricky, I've warned you how the butterflies are.
I guess.
Just not around me. They're the only things that I will make an exception for.
Ricky multi-classes into Swarm Keeper Ranger and the Swarm of Butterflies.
It's a Ricky Flitz showdown. At the end of the campaign.
All right, so
Protect the butterfly.
This
D8
becomes like a 1v1 where each other's big bads.
Are the butterflies like chromatic?
all right, so D8, D100.
58.
Okay. And the D8.
5.
5. Okay, cool.
When
5
we
is
arrive,
exactly how long it takes us to get
which
there.
means-
shit hits the
Which means no encounter, because there's not
Okay.
gonna be an encounter there.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
cool. So the walk is, yeah.
Could we like do our double movement like we did last time? Like do a little bit of a jog?
Oh, to have that
yeah.
from 5 hours?
Okay, hold on. 13 miles at a fast pace will put you at 4 hours and 4 minutes. So you're cutting down an hour if you go at a fast pace.
Yeah.
Okay, fast pace then?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, the encounter wouldn't happen anyways. Okay, cool. You get there, it's still the morning. Actually, hold on. Hold on a fucking second. I'm getting too excited here.
Hold on.
Where are my notes? Okay.
Right there, to your left.
Cool.
Get back now, yeah.
Sorry. It would be
Your rather left.
cool. After 3 hours, because you actually don't get to the winery. After 3 hours, you can see an overturned cart up ahead that appears heavily damaged. So you're nowhere near the winery yet. It's about 3 miles out still. So you see the cart overturned, appears heavily damaged. There's a scent of iron in the air, like blood. And as you get close, you can see 2 heavily eviscerated horses and what appears to be a dwarf having been torn to unrecognizable pieces. The barrels of wine appear destroyed, while some appear to have been stolen, and large footprints have left impressions in the grass. The footprints appear to be avian at the front, with a pair of large feline-like footprints immediately behind. And occasionally you can also see boot prints that appear to have been walking alongside the larger animalistic tracks.
Does Druck know any of these prints?
No, not where you're from.
Okay. Do any of you recognize these tracks?
Flitz, you can give me history or nature. Or survival, actually.
Natural 20 for another 28.
Those are griffin tracks.
Oh, that's what I thought.
And Becca did say one of the dangers out here is griffins that weren't tamed by the High Knights, just wild griffins. But there are boot prints beside them.
Boot prints, yeah.
Yeah, you can see they are griffin tracks.
They're griffins.
And you know,
they belong to griffins.
And you know griffins like to eat horses. So.
And these are boots prints.
Oh yes,
Like animal boots or people boots?
They look like people wearing boots.
That is a
Kenna,
lovely.
wait, no, please explain
that is the perfect Kenna question.
Flitz,
I love it.
Flitz.
I just wanted to cover the bases.
Flitz. While you're looking through these tracks, near the dwarf's body, you also see a rough-looking hand crossbow. All the bolts have been spent. And you also find what appears to be a large eagle-like feather and boot prints not belonging to the dwarf. So the feather from a griffin and the boot prints were probably from people who were riding said griffins and robbed this wagon.
That looks like multiple.
Yeah. And now there is a single barrel of each wine. So there's only one barrel of each wine left. And the boot prints don't lead anywhere. So you can easily ascertain that these prints belong to people who were mounted and landed and then got off.
He'll explain that to the group.
Okay.
There was multiples, and he'll present the feather, kind of wave it a bit.
So,
Here, Ricky. He'll give it to Ricky.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty big
butterfly
feather.
thing.
So, it looks like we have a decision to make. We either take what's left and return it, or try to find this group that stole it and prevent it from happening again.
I can send a message to Becca letting her know what we found.
What if we carry it back to? What if we carry these barrels to the brewery?
But she said she already paid for them.
Oh, right. What I'm saying is we carry them because it would be. We can get a horse and carriage potentially from them.
What if we get attacked?
Will we fight them?
Well, we can handle a few griffins and riders, can't we? We just out-talked a dragon the other day.
No. Kenna, you, yesterday, you did a thing on these boulders, right? Could you do the same thing to these casks and have them just walk back to the...
I could also just put them in my chest, and we don't have to worry about anything walking around. Yeah, I could put them in the chest and say deliver and deliver. Well, two of us would have to go deliver with one of these barrels to Becca.
Yes. No, that's actually great. Quoin.
But Kenna, you should probably send a message first, so she knows that we're. Hey, these barrels are gonna magically manifest in your presence.
Okay. So I'm gonna
spin the necklace and then turn it into the chest.
So I'm gonna cast Sending to Becca.
Okay. 25 words. You do not have to use all of them. Contrary to popular belief.
It's Kenna.
Okay.
Found your shipment. So that's 5.
Yep.
Sending 2 whole barrels to you. Others destroyed. Possibly Griffin attack.
Okay. Mark off the charges for the staff. And you've been rolling the charges for dawn, right? Every dawn for those?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a response. What do you mean you're sending them?
Oh, do it now.
They'll find out. Gablook.
Okay, so deliver.
Transfer. And
It'd be deliver.
Or deliver.
Transfer
yeah.
puts it in another storage space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Deliver.
Okay. Quoin will do it for the other one.
Okay. Cool. And who knows how they received them, but there it is.
And then Quoin. All right. So now what do we do?
Flitz is gonna take out his.
Well, should we go tell the wineries that this dwarf who worked with them was killed by griffins? And maybe brings the body and just be like, hey.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, he was getting his bedroll out.
Quoin's gonna kneel down and just say some prayers to Bahamut over the body.
I'll telekinesis gently move the pieces of the body.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the dwarf was torn to pieces.
Yeah.
So like you get all the pieces together in like a wet, gross kind of like collection.
No.
And they're a few days old, so it's not smelling the best.
Yeah.
Kind of close that. Prestidigitate a nice lavender scent.
I mean, I know this might be too descriptive, but is it too cold for like maggots?
Not this far south in the tundra. Maggots are all over the tundra. But the further north you get, they're not.
I was just wondering, like, decay wise.
Oh yeah, there's maggots.
I'm a weirdo.
Fun fact, there's maggots.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's maggots.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this
Flitz,
just for ease.
Flitz, as you're gathering the pieces,
Oh,
just here.
God.
Yeah, they're maggots.
I'm gonna sword burst.
They can't talk that well.
I'm sword
so
bursting
they're just
around
like
me.
you just hear.
Gross. I'm sword bursting. It's
Okay.
only creatures that are affected by this within 5 feet.
So
of
the
me.
body
they all
parts,
need to make
so the body parts get like.
They don't get touched. It's only creatures.
I'm not making deck saves for maggots.
It's fine.
So the maggots just pop like fruit gushers. Like
It's
fruit
like the-
gushers.
The swords that do it are like the cocktail swords.
Yeah.
Like, they put the cherries to just
All right.
skewering each of them.
You kill like 600 maggots.
You're gonna make me hate bugs by the end. Flitz is never gonna like any
Forest
bugs.
gnomes are the best. You kill like 600 maggots. I'm not adding that to the kill track. You kill 600 maggots.
Perfect.
Yeah. Are we adding it to the kill
No, we're
count
not.
for this part?
A butterfly. 600
Oh,
maggots.
you know what? I will add that butterfly.
Butterfly's gonna have a vendetta against me.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
I
worry.
anticipate.
Don't worry.
But he will gently get the body and get it all as Quoin does what he does, and then
Okay.
get it shifted, and then
Just a reminder, we can't store the corpse in the chest because the chest eats corpses and humanoid creatures.
oh
Yeah. I think you've all suggested putting a corpse in the chest once, and that's
Yeah, I
just
think
me.
it keeps coming up. And
That's
we
me
have to be
reiterating,
reminded.
saying the chest will consume said corpse, and then the body is unretrievable.
I'll just I'll just have telekinesis, and I'll just keep it. It's every 10 minutes, but I can keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay. All right.
yeah. So he'll just do that with the body bag essentially at this point.
All right, so then, gang, first thing first, we head back to the meadery or ale house or winery. Thank you. Tell them what's happened, and then we begin, or perhaps even question them about.
Yeah,
Who they
see if
think
there's
might have
any
done it,
Griffin
but-
Rider gangs in the area.
Yes.
What if the Griffin Riders attack them too?
Well, then
We'll
going
find
with us,
out.
they did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled.
Okay.
One moment.
And Druck is gonna like look on the ground and see if, based on the Griffin's direction from when they landed
Mm-hmm.
to when he doesn't see the tracks anymore. Depending on how many Griffins there are, does that establish a general direction that they all might have taken off in the direction of?
Erratic direction, so they couldn't be followed.
Okay. All right.
And make
There
a
it is.
survival check, because you might learn how many griffins were here.
Okay. Without advantage, 36.
Probably 8 or so.
Are you an expert in survival?
Yes.
Plus
How many did you say? 6?
8.
8.
And that includes people who are riding them. Also with people riding them. But you can't just, you can also see like 8 different humanoid footprints or boot tracks. So,
But 8 griffins.
8 griffins and 8 riders.
Yeah. Assumedly 8 riders. Yeah.
And griffins
That
are
seems a bit
griffins.
much for this.
All right then. Looks like there were at least 8 of these griffins, which
Seems
might be
like
a bit much for a group.
You know what, Flitz?
If we don't take them by surprise, and if we decide to actually pursue this,
Based on how this happened and the skies, it looks like the chances of surprising griffins in this environment is near impossible. However, Flitz, you know that griffins are ferocious carnivores with the muscular body of a lion and the head of 4 legs and wings of an eagle. You know, pretty standard. They are swift and deadly and strike with the lion's savage might and grace. They eat horses because they love it. They hunt in small prides. When it spots horses, they screech to alert its pride mates, which descend quickly. If people are riding or herding horses and they hear a griffin's piercing cry, they prepare themselves for a bloody fight because, you know, that's what happens because griffins love horses. They're aggressive and territorial, engage in brutal aerial combat, and they can be trained as mounts. And once they're trained as mounts, they are fierce and loyal and bond with one master for its entire life. It will not bond to anybody else and will fight to the death to protect its rider. And eats horse flesh. So those griffin riders that the king uses, they feed their griffins horses. So that's what Flitz knows about griffins. They're ferocious, they attack in prides, and if you have horses, it's going to be brutal. But you don't have horses.
Yeah, he'll kind of relay that if I imagine if the group makes their way.
And they're
against
large.
walking.
They're large creatures, obviously.
Yeah. He'll kind of relay it like as if he's like, the best way to describe it is if he's like reiterating something like that you would have read in a book.
Okay.
So it's very factual. So there's a little bit like, you know.
And you would have heard stories of like Farmer Tuckleberry in Hollyshire. He used to breed horses, but stopped when they kept getting like eviscerated by griffins in his field, and started raising animals that griffins don't eat.
Camels.
Not
snow camels.
Not in the no. He's
Snow camels.
just like mountain goats and rams.
Yeah.
He stopped raising horses because of that.
The reason why is because those damn rams, they can just be on sheer vertical surfaces, which is a lot more difficult for like birds to actually get at.
That's true.
Have you seen videos of eagles taking goats off of cliffs like this?
Oh yeah,
but that just like launch them.
Yeah.
And drops
Oh,
them,
but that like it does happen, but
It looks like a Monty Python video when it happens.
It's-
Like,
yeah.
It's kind of
ridiculous.
funny, but it's so. Anyways,
it looks
So
like someone threw a miniature down a hill.
it's great. But anyways, Flitz, that's what you ascertain. That's what you know about griffins, and you guys can share that information while you walk towards the winery, I guess.
Cool.
all right, eyes on the sky.
All right.
Okay.
The winery is about another 2 hours, but if you're going at a fast pace, you're looking at like a little under an hour to get there if you're still going at a fast pace. Maybe you won't be able to travel at a fast pace if Flitz's Levitt is keeping this.
No, I'm gonna have to
so
do that.
it'll
Yeah.
have to be a normal pace to go at
Mm-hmm.
because Flitz can't.
unless Flitz is being carried.
The spell can't travel that fast.
No.
The spell can't
Oh,
travel that
wait.
fast.
We're
What
limited
spell?
by the spell movement.
Yeah, so
telekinesis.
you're going normal pace.
Okay. Oh, you're using telekinesis to carry the body.
Mhm.
So it's going to be an hour instead of 50. It's going to be an hour instead of 56 minutes. So you're only losing like 4 minutes.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
I mean, nobody volunteered to carry it, so
Also,
he did.
you get a sense traveling fast in this area. Bad idea because you would be surprised by griffins very easily.
Griffins.
So you'd be more prone to get surprised.
Makes sense.
Yeah. it does.
Eyes on the sky, but run fast.
Yeah. All right. So,
Pebbles in the road.
After about half an hour, you can see smoke in the distance coming over some of the hills.
Oh, that's not a good sign, is it? I mean, unless that's how they brew their... It's probably not how they brew their...
Yeah, it would be more of a steamy haze than a smoky haze.
Yeah, this is like thick, acrid black smoke. It wouldn't be black at this point. It'd be kind of like whitish gray, like wispy.
Yeah, that's ash. That's not vapor.
You hear a Scottish voice on the wind. No. Anyways. And as you continue
Flitz
forward...
is going to...
Oh,
he's
Aim
gonna,
the fucking devil.
so that they can move faster, he's going to hurry up and he's going to mold earth to shift a little bit of earth out, like to make a small spot to bury the body so that nothing can immediately get to it. He'll
Okay.
put the body into it, remold the earth over.
Okay,
And
so you're
There's
still
about
like...
to be a whole lot more bodies.
You're still
you
like...
know.
Yeah.
You're still like 40 minutes out from the...
that's fine. He'll toss the ball bearing, like a bag of ball bearings, on that spot
To kind of like...
so that he remembers
Okay.
where the body is.
Sure.
Let's go! And he'll jump and jump on Druck's back.
Okay. So 20 minutes to get there instead. Yeah, the winery's burned to the ground. It's just the exterior of the building. It's been torched and burned, and you can smell cooking flesh. Like they burned the people that worked there inside. Like they...
What?
Yeah.
What about the field?
Oh,
Where
the
the
field
vines are.
torched.
The wine.
Torched.
Ah,
And
that's the last of
Lingen,
this.
and it's all lingonberry.
Dead.
It's all lingonberry and blueberry wines. They don't grow on vines; they grow on like bushes. So all the bushes
Yeah.
have been torched as well. Like everything's been torched and burned down.
I mean, that could be good for the...
You can see the stable has also been burned up. Like they, and like
Devastating.
as you get close,
Devastating.
the front, like the exterior of the building, there's still patches where the exteriors are still up. The doors were barred from the outside of the building, and the stable, and the windows.
And we just had,
yeah.
and we just got like just a couple days ago, or even just yesterday. We just tried and had and consumed this delicious brew.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
It's the last
amazing.
of it.
Yeah, so
And there's,
We had the
there's
last
no
of it.
more ever.
she had like
you know.
2 barrels left in the cellar, but
Yeah.
the winery's been all but burned down.
This is going to be such a blow to their economy.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find anything.
Like, it's not like it's like smoldering and smoking still. Like there's no like open flames or anything, but you can definitely explore the ruins.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see if there's anything salvageable.
Okay. You walk into the building. Everybody who's looking around the building or the stables, make investigation checks, because this is like actively like sifting through debris.
Flitz is going to be more focused on finding usable... I know they torched the fields, but if there's any kind of like potential for seeds or seedlings or anything,
Yeah, investigation.
that's what
checks.
he's going to be
Yours.
focused on.
Okay, so yours will be more of a nature or survival check then. Anybody who's like looking through the buildings to see if they can find anything of value or find if there's anyone still alive would be investigation checks. Because you're like
Okay.
actively like lifting up debris and like looking around.
Yeah.
I would like to add to that checklist. Unlikely, but any record books that might have
Okay, cool.
survived.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's a 13 for me.
Drek will see that Flitz is looking in a specific way.
What are you looking for?
Seedlings, anything for anything
Sorry,
to
before we get to that,
regrow.
Kenna, what'd you get? Went to your roll because you said
13.
something. Okay, 13.
13.
The log. There are no like books of
I
any
figured.
kind. You guess since those are probably taken or destroyed. Okay, and then back to the field friends.
Just any kind of seedlings or seeds or usable fruit, so that this isn't a total disaster. Something to bring back, and maybe they can try to regrow this stuff.
And if you will allow, Justin, what check would I make for that?
It was nature or survival.
Actually, rolled really well, surprisingly.
Oh, did Flitz already roll?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, what'd you get? And then what Druck get?
I got 18.
18? Okay, 18 would be good enough. Nothing.
Okay, good.
Totally destroyed and wiped out.
And a scouring with Druck, just trying
Yeah,
to like sifting
totally
through the
destroyed
earth
and
and
wiped out.
such.
Yeah. Drek got a 29. And
Totally
I imagine
destroyed and wiped out.
that, yeah, there's just
Nothing
nothing.
left.
Doesn't even, not even.
And
a
the
reason.
seeds would have been kept in the building, and yeah, everything in the building Oh, Ricky, are you exploring the building? Because Kenna is currently exploring the building. Quoin would be exploring the building to see if there's anyone alive. Dax is helping like lift debris in the building.
Yeah, Ricky was looking around. I got a 10 for investigation though.
Yeah. We'll do one for Quoin. Holy shit.
I'm -1 to investigation.
Quoin got
so
a
it's
flat 18, which is pretty good.
Ooh.
And Dax got a 19. Okay.
Very nice.
I found some bodies over here. That's about it. Just bodies.
They're
All in the
not
same state?
are they?
He shakes his head.
Oh, we're out in the fields. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Ignore me.
Yeah, because Kenna and Ricky and Dax. Yeah, he shakes his
Yeah.
head when you meant to ask if they're alive. They're very badly burned.
Is there any way to identify them so that their names?
Oh, you wouldn't.
any
You and
graves?
Flitz wouldn't hear this conversation because you guys are outside in the field.
Yeah.
This is very much for people inside
Oh,
the
okay.
building.
All right, no, that's cool. Thank
I
you.
could spend 7 charges of my staff to cast legend lore on the bodies.
To learn how they died.
No,
Because you don't have to
Their
speak,
names.
you don't have to speak
know
with-
what to
you
put
don't-
on their
You
tombstone.
don't have to speak with dead
Yeah.
anymore.
I don't have to speak with dead anymore.
Change your subclass.
Mm-hmm. That was a subclass spell.
Druid, this is terrible.
Mhm.
This is really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
What?
Just couldn't imagine something like this happening to Hollyshire.
I mean,
We
No,
literally
this
were
is-
just walking from this direction not too long ago.
this is
Flitz.
east. You
That
guys
is
came from the south.
Oh, this is in the south?
No, this is the east.
Well. Oh.
Flitz,
Walking from this. Yeah, okay. Okay, got it.
you know, Flitz.
Uh-huh.
Doing what we do, we don't always see the best scenarios on a
I know.
daily basis. We kind of see the worst of everything. That is why we try to, enjoy as much as we can when we can. It's because,
Yeah, but this is different. This is gonna affect more than just a church or a religion. This is gonna affect people and their livelihood.
yes.
Literally talked about having nothing else to do in their time except drink, and we saw that.
Yeah,
And they're about to just be.
Druck just thinks about that one time where we fucked up an entire town.
It's
Doesn't
different.
say anything, but just kind of looks at him and just kind of
There are
goes,
people that do this, that did this. I don't understand. I mean, I get there are bad people. I understand that.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's not easy.
No wonder people don't want to be here.
Well, best we can do is know what we can do best and do that. I'm not eloquent. Don't look at me like that.
I guess I'm rapping now. I don't know.
Yeah, he looked. He would have looked up. Yeah.
Speaking of all the damage, the stable is the one that's in worse condition because it was full of hay, and the hay just would have went up. Yeah, so the stables, there's nothing left of the stables. The stables is just ashes.
Kind of kick out the dirt a little bit
So we have
and walk toward where the others would be.
Okay. You can see them sifting through debris and Quoin kneeling over some bodies and just saying some prayers to them.
Yeah, Druck's right behind him.
we have absolutely no clue where this rider gang might have gone to.
No.
What about those mountains over there? Maybe they're hiding out in a cave or something.
Oh yeah, there's mountains like
I mean,
30 miles to the.
What do we know? What do we
Northeast.
know? Griffins like.
We know they like horses.
We get some horses. Sorry, Flitz.
Oh, we just disguise
Set 'em
Ken
up,
as a horse.
Yes, set them up as bait. Lay
Or,
a trap.
or instead of, putting animals up for the slaughter, one of us could disguise themselves as a horse. And
Right, exactly. Like, what kind of yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to disguise myself as a horse with my disguise kit. It's only for humanoids.
Small pony.
My disguise kit, I could not turn myself into a horse with the disguise kit.
Oh,
I think we've kind of got that covered with Kenna.
Yeah, but we are not going to.
But also,
Listen,
what's the
these
chances
are-
that we turn into a horse and they magically come back? Like, there's probably no chance.
Yeah, yeah.
Come back.
Of
this way.
course, of course.
They
of
probably
course.
they probably won't come back this way again.
Right. Well, I mean, what can we do at this point? Let them know that there's griffin raiders in the hills, but there is no way to track them. At least through any means that we are aware of.
We could let
And-
this Becca know what happened, and then see if the High Knights who rides the griffins in the city know anything, and maybe it leaves it up to them. They most likely have a better chance of fighting griffins. And
You know
finding
what, Quoin?
griffins.
You do an excellent job of recommunicating what I've just said. Thank you.
And then goes back to praying over these bodies.
Yeah, I think once Quoin's finished, we should head back and let them know what we found. Can't do much without any leads.
Mm.
he's gonna start molding earth
Okay.
and creating small little graves
Okay.
for however many
So,
bodies there
as you're
are.
molding the earth and digging into the ground, you do find something in the ground, buried. And it's just a long sword covered in blood. It's a simple long sword, just coat.
Telekinesis it,
Okay.
shake it so the dirt comes off.
Yep, just a
It's just a
simple,
basic
just a
longsword.
basic long sword. Looks like somebody buried. It was just buried.
Let's set it down as he goes back.
Okay.
It'll take time to do that.
All right.
For each of the bodies, essentially have their
And
own.
then Quoin stands up after.
unmarked.
Yeah. And Quoin just stands up after that's all done.
I guess we should make our way back.
Well, Becca did say that bandits were in the taverns the other night, but said they couldn't. They were pretty dumb. But that might be a lead worth investigating. But I don't know if it's. I don't know. They wanted to know what happened to the supplies. We found out. We can't.
You saved them for.
We can't solve every problem that comes our way, so.
You're right.
Well, nothing else we can do in this regard unless, I mean, I don't know the range of what you can do, Kenna, but before you could track a specific type of person, yes?
It only goes so far.
Uh,
I can't
Too
track
much,
from
I
30 miles away.
yeah, but it's too much. Apologies.
I mean, I could try.
Not worth it.
One of them's in range.
I don't think it's worth it. I think you just have to start accepting that failure is going to be imminent.
Well, it's not failure. We achieved the contract. More information is better than no information. And what else is there to do at this point? We collected information. We didn't fail at anything.
Shift the dirt back over.
Okay.
He'll begin to make his way.
Okay.
Back.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to cast Locate Creature, I guess, on any griffin.
What's the range on that?
1,000 feet.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, figured.
So marked off. Let you use that.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
sorry.
concentrate on it for the whole hour.
Yeah,
but
nothing for the whole hour. Nothing.
Sorry, Kate. I just
yeah.
I personally didn't have that in my memory banks of what the range was, but also Druck doesn't know what the range is, so it's like.
Yep, good idea, but yeah, no, nothing within 1,000. And also, it's like it's.
For shits and
look in the
giggles.
skies, and the skies are clear in like all directions, and it's all like flat land. Yeah, there's nothing within.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it takes about an hour to do all that. Look through the wreckage, do that spell, and yeah, that's the gist of what you discover.
R.I.P. Fallen Leaf Winery.
Well, we do if we could. Deliver the bad news.
Can't move.
Well, I mean, right. All right, so not great. Obviously, not the most ideal resolution to the contract. However, we have done what we could. And that's all we can really expect of ourselves. No reason to beat each other up about it. Alright? If there's anyone that we should keep an eye out for to beat up other than ourselves, it's these potential griffins and griffin riders that raided this place. Just give yourself an extra minute or two while we travel north and look to the skies.
Alright, so y'all start heading back?
This has already started walking.
Oh yeah, so Flitz is going down the road, okay. Yeah. You eventually get back to where you buried the dwarf's body.
We'll shoot a little dirt and take a gold coin and put it there and
Okay.
pat it back.
Alright.
But he'll take his ball bearing bag back.
Okay.
He uses it for his spells.
Yeah, you're just using it as a marker, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So heading back to town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, well, for this next trek back to town. No, never mind. It'll take you about 4 hours to get back, so right at the end of your 8-hour traveling day you'd get back to town. Oh no, you did go to the winery, so it'd be 5 hours. So, yeah. Okay. All right, you get back to town, but early afternoon, they let you back in. The guards let you back in, and you head back. Do you head directly to the Pickled Plum?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you get back in. It's still super packed. Different clientele this time. And you can see Becca behind the counter. She's just like wide-eyed, like mouthing, "What the fuck?" And then she motions to her the trapdoor.
We go down.
Then she yells,
Notably so.
"Ricky, take over again."
Huh?
No,